Yeah, we could go in. Let's see. Before we start up, let's do some checkings. So let's get a. Let's do health real quick. So I'm just gonna list what I have everybody at real quick. So I have Kester at full health at 14. I have Jotun at 16 out of 24. I have Sotero at 10 out of 17. Vimic is 3 for 23. Exalt is 13 for 18. Lucian is 23 of 25. And Bennett is 1 of 15. And you are bleeding out technically. So, what that would mean is if you do not get that fixed or healed or looked at within the next day, you're going to die.
I bandaged him, but you said he would need a proper,
Yeah.
He didn't get any health at all from the potion.
No,
No.
he didn't. Yeah.
Jack
Potions
me a thing
aren't-
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potions
Okay,
will not
I'll-
help the massive hole in my chest, so I didn't drink
Why,
it.
like,
Yeah, but I thought it would get you out of like the critical red at least.
Nah, this ain't a little video games.
Yeah, like, nah, that's not what, like, a potion is like, oh, look, I'm stabilizing my mental faculties, my constitution. It's not like a magic potion. I mean, you could probably argue if you wanted to make it a magical potion, it could be, but nah,
11, not 10,
I don't know what that meant.
HP wise.
Oh, okay, so you have 11, not 10?
Yes.
And in that case, okay, cool. Okay, all right, cool. Let's see, what other checks do we have?
Oh
Nothing.
yeah,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
no,
Scaring the shit out of me.
you say we're gonna do inventory check.
Oh, I kind of already went over your inventories.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Over the weekend, I just started looking at everybody's character things. I didn't notice anything stupid or rather like ordinary. Like no one's hoarding a bunch of rocks or some weird thing. It's just like across the board, some of the formatting is confusing to me, but then I started figuring it out looking at it.
All right.
Anything else? Questions or anything?
Nah.
Cool. I'm just trying to give Jathan more time. That's really it. All right, cool. So going back into it,
Well-
I guess I'll try to figure that out. All right.
Our inventory is 4 plus strength mod, right?
Yeah.
All right. When do we get like an ability modifier increase? What level is that?
4. Well, 4,
Holy
8,
crap!
and 10. But for fighters, it's 4, 6, 10.
Ooh!
Ah, my ears.
Oh, sorry.
It's fucking sounds.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, fighters get the most feats.
Holy, wait, what?
Fighters get the
Tell me
most
more.
feats.
Do they get the most, or do they just get them the quickest?
Quickest. Well, if you're
Quickest.
human, if you're plus human, you get a lot.
Yeah.
When do fighters? What levels do fighters get feats?
4, 6, 8, 10,
Holy
Yeah.
crap!
12.
You either pick a feat or you pick your modifier.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you either increase your modifier or you pick a feat. You choose one. And fighters just get to pick a lot more because.
Wow, that's sick.
And they say fighters are boring.
Well, I mean, they had to give fighter stuff, right?
Yeah.
No one wanted to play fighter.
Why not? What's wrong with fighter?
You just swing a sword, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. You just swing the sword a lot. That's pretty much the game.
And attack a lot. There's no special. You don't got some magic.
I mean, now they're
you
super
don't-
cool. There's a ton of them.
Yeah.
All right.
Like start.
Yeah. Cool.
So are humans any good? Oh, sorry.
Humans
Yeah,
are just
very
humans.
Variant humans get to be a level 1, not normal humans.
Yeah. Let me think. Oh, sorry.
It's
Variant
part of the
human is good. Okay.
core.
Anyway,
core robust.
so where you guys left off, you were introduced to Strahd, and well, you were kind of left in a debacle. Let's see. So just to break right into it, Strahd kind of just glances
tells
at
me-
you, and I'm sorry.
Oh, he said that we're not unwelcome here. Like, Welcome. Yeah, you stop at that part.
He specifically left off on "Welcome to Barovia."
No, he said we're trespassing.
Yeah, and then he snapped, and then the wolves came, and then he left off saying
Yeah.
"Welcome to Barovia."
Yes. And,
He didn't leave yet, did he?
oh
Oh,
boy.
No,
not in the
it's not
slightest.
that he left saying that. He
Okay.
said he left off saying "Welcome to Barovia."
Yeah. Cliffhanger
Oh, man, Jove.
So whenever you guys are done,
on my back.
Ready to rock.
that was cool. So Strahd looks you over and just kind of looks back at the wolves. You can see him kind of have a dry look on his face, and he kind of glances down at the black wolf. You see the black wolf slowly start to grow a bit. At first, at Strahd's side, then at the same height, about 6 foot, and then grow to about 9 feet. His width kind of starts to expand a bit. He kind of looks back and kind of nods. Strahd looking back at you and nodding. So the business, my friends. You see, there are some unsavory folks within the lands at night. As you can probably tell from the rubble behind us, this house is only, as the Northerners would say, Corwin. You see the wolf bark pretty much without hesitation. I believe they say the tip of the iceberg, young master. Strahd seems quite delighted to hear it and nods. Yes, that's it. This is the only tip of the... I would like to know more about them without them being the wiser. I do like a good strategy, and because of that, I'm confused by something. You don't fit. You see, things have been a little out of place lately, as if time is eroding somehow. And that's why I'm here. So I wonder. He kind of trails his finger along. You can hear his voice kind of linger behind you. As he kind of glances at you, um, you attempt to look away, but it's hard. You kind of immediately stare back at him. He blinks a bit, but you don't really notice anything. You're all fairly just kind of enamored by the words as he says, I'm looking for an orb, fist-sized crystal, swirls with the mist. You have no doubt seen hanging about the west. Have you seen it? He kind of pauses and stands straight, looking over his fingers and then back down at you.
All in my pocket and show him, is this orb right here? As I hand it, I show it in front of me.
He nods, looking directly towards Exalt. Ah, I see. Someone who is poised to do great things here in Barovia. Uh, my dear, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Zalt Dustwalker. Nice to meet you.
Ah, it's a pleasure. May I, he reaches his hand out towards you. May I have it? The orb.
Sure. Yes, indeed. As he slowly walked up towards him and the orb.
Upon receiving the orb, you see Strahd delightfully kind of flick it out of Exalt's hand, almost childish, as if to say, this is mine, give it back. You only notice it for a split second, but nothing changes in him as he kind of just glares at the orb, almost obsessed by it. After a few moments, you kind of hear a coughing, a snickering almost in the back. You could see Strahd snap and kind of glance, almost nervous. To that, you hear a loud kind of cutting directly through. Immediately, everything behind Strahd becomes silent as you hear, where are your manners, Northerners? You see the black wolf kind of turning. You hear kind of a collective cowering of the wolves behind him. As this is happening, you note the white wolf directly behind Strahd, kind of just glaring down. Southerner, she whispers under her breath. You could see that the black wolf catches it and kind of doesn't say anything about it. Strahd kind of staring into the orb, doesn't really pay any attention to this until Corwin, the black wolf, kind of slams his just nose directly into Strahd as Strahd kind of comes back to his senses. Stolen from me by these deranged occultists, thinking that they would earn my favor by murdering my own citizens. Imagine a leader who would rejoice in the death of his own people. He clutches the orb tightly, almost as if he wants to crack it open. Savages. You, judging by the look of it, you've been inside there recently, no? The house? He glances back towards the wolves, towards the Durst Manor.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we did do that.
He turns back kind of violently. Speak up! You are in the presence of royalty. Now, have you been inside the house recently? He
Yes,
glares
we
back
have.
at you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You'll take note that the custom of Barovia is to speak when spoken to, and with some pride.
Yes,
You,
sir.
you see Strahd shake his head and turn away from the party completely. He begins to look directly towards the wolves. Well, slowly you start to see his neck twist. At first, 40 degrees, 90 degrees. You hear a cracking sound as it shifts to about 120 degrees, and then a click as it goes directly 180 degrees around to stare directly at the party. You can hear him breathe. Now, the crystal ball. I, I must say, uh, how easily you give it up. Might I ask why?
We don't know what that is. And it seems to be yours, so we gave it to you.
Well, it's only proper manners to not impede on somebody's home.
Oh, I see a cleric among you. Say, cleric, to who do you serve?
The god known as Pelor. You call him Lathander.
The Morning Lord. Of course, of course. I see you're not thieves at least. Trustworthy men, even under a wizard spell. He immediately snaps his fingers and you kind of feel relieved. A bit of a tension in the back of your mind is kind of shifted. Well, friends, as I said earlier, welcome to Barovia. I implore you, please, travel these lands and perhaps help my people. Perhaps show me that travelers aren't just what do you say, pests, negligent, destroyers of tradition. And by all means, enjoy yourself.
Well, thank you.
Strahd turns his neck back, facing back against the wolves. You can see the great white wolf slowly shaking her head, her voice kind of echoing, her eyes kind of glowing icy blue. She slowly bares her fangs, kind of lifting up her jaw, directing it directly at Strahd. How long will you disrespect the old ways, Strahd? You can clearly see Strahd's body begin to quiver slightly. For a brief second, you see his hands shake as they lay it aside. My apologies. Strahd raises his arms, silencing the great white wolf. No, no. Van Richten has returned. The old fool. He tries to hide from me, but I, Strahd Van Zarovich, of course, shall find him, as always, as time does do protest on to doing. He and I have much to discuss. He's been busy. Turning back to the party, he glances you again. Looking over the Bennett, He looks you up and down and then kind of fixates on your mask. I know you. A failure of sorts. Something of
What?
ghastly nature. Cooked up by cults, no?
What?
Yes, I know you. But you're from here.
Wait. What do you mean cooked up by As I kind of stop and grip my stomach, the hole's still in my chest.
Hmm. You see, Barovia is home to dark magics. Eh, perhaps my fault. I doubt it. These cults, they're a plague. Again, see for yourself. I bid you journey forward. If you would not, you can brave the mists. I don't suggest it, and I also don't suggest heading north past the ruin of this manor, as well. These wolves, they are a bit territorial. You can hear a collective just growling behind him. Anyway, he looks us back at Bennett and nods. You might find exactly what you're looking for, or perhaps nothing at all. Anyway, Corellia is right. I might be on my way. The hunt continues. Perhaps, Corwin, you can handle the rest. And with that, you can see Strahd just kind of burst, flesh stripping away, kind of blood and ash mixing, and just dissipating into 100 bats flaming everywhere, directly into the werewolves, then up, almost kind of leaving them in this just static feel of anger. You can immediately feel the difference as Strahd leaves from the wayside, as the kind of just effective feeling amongst the wolves has completely shifted. You can hear collective growls and barkings. Under the breath, you can hear language you're not too entirely sure of what they're speaking. You hear a snapping as the great wolf, Corwin, in front of them turns. Silence! They immediately hush. Why am I always left to deal with this? You could see him look back. Well, fine. As this is happening, the white wolf steps down from a perch above and kind of circles around down to Corwin, first glancing you all over and then looking back at him. Huh. And to what do we do now that your master's gone? Corwin nods his head and looks up. Let us deal with the mice first. Well, the young master does enjoy his hunts. You lot, I imagine you want to sleep, eat, perhaps bathe. Head east until sunrise. Stay on the path, and you will come to the stone fortress of Kretsk. With any luck, you should be able to convince the burgomaster there to allow you inside. I wouldn't get on their bad side. You see, their closest village, perhaps the most mundane in this entire campaign setting of yours. I imagine that's what you're thinking of it as you look over and see what's well around you. Take your pick. East, maybe you make a difference, maybe not. West, you're welcome to the mist. South, north, werewolf territory. You don't look like werewolves to me. Hmm. I can't guarantee your safety, but you decide on the directions you take. Either way, this lot above me, they're waiting for your answer. And with this, you kind of see Corwin just look around and stare down at you. He kind of looks back at the wolves and nods. Well, fine. It's your evening. I'm leaving. Guerrilla, do what you must. And with that, The wolf just springs directly north.
Oh, happy hunting.
The white wolf kind of hunting as she goes back. You hear the other wolves kind of chatter about. She barks. Let them do what they want. And with that, the wolves kind of vanish, leaving you there.
Oh,
As he said, it's your choice. Any direction is completely up to you.
as you can, based on the information that I was just given, I believe that the smarter choice would be to go east. Just a thought, you know.
I mean, I'll see here.
Young men, I think it'd be worth to check through Gaston's belongings.
Gaston's
Ooh.
belongings. You're welcome to do whatever you wish. I, however, will not do that.
I believe the same.
I'm the caller.
Respect the dead.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So, just real quick with that. At that point, since you kind of bury them, that would be weird to look through his stuff. No,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm just putting it out there. If you do want to look through his stuff, you would have to dig it up.
I will not do that.
I'll just
So-
say I don't think it's right to disrespect the dead.
I agree. So, shall we head forth east?
Yeah. Real quick. You're all
Direction.
fine with going east again. You have the western mist, the southern and northern forest, and the eastern pathway.
Yeah, we're gonna go east
Definitely
because
in
it's
Yeah.
east.
south is a bad idea. Definitely a bad idea. Plus, we can also help
Yeah.
Brandon get better.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. And just like that, our journey begins. Now, what is the goal?
One,
So
I
as
guess
you
to,
travel through the eastern paths, you note that at a point it stops directly. In front of you lies just the kind of debris, no path leading. You note that there are two converging paths, one leading into the thicket, the other leading kind of a bit north. You can see there's a bit of a path there, but you're not sure if those are footprints or well, paw prints on that path. Would you like to go more to the north or head down to the south?
hmm,
Well, if I had to be thinking about this logically, I wouldn't think that there are many
Like, how
travelers in this land.
how does the path end?
So as you get to kind of a bit of a inlay, the trees around you are kind of thick, so they're almost filling up more space. As you're walking down this path, there's just debris kind of all over the just road. Past it, there's nothing. It's just kind of a grassy knoll. To the north of you is a small kind of dirt path leading into the woods. To the south is just a small kind of clearing leading down. You note from kind of the cracks coming through the trees above that there is some kind of light starting to pierce through.
Who wants to climb a tree?
I'll do it.
Sure.
Okay, well, get climbing.
Cool. So as you climb any tree in proximity, you note directly that it is near impossible to get past about 20 feet of the tree. Um, every tree in your surrounding at 20 feet has a thick lower layer of shrubbery that is, to note archaeologists or whoever historians past, almost impassable by mere hands alone. You would need a considerable tool or strength check or kit to bypass what can only be considered thorns that will cut you in half, leading directly up the tree.
Well, shit. Oh, that's not good.
Well, from
Well,
where we are, can we see past the rubble?
Uh, yes, past the rubble is just a thicket of trees going inward.
okay. It was
The trees continue to get thicker.
Yeah, it goes into a deeper part of the woods. The path kind of just stops at a point and converges just into woods.
okay. So big tree blockade. There was another one that leads to a grassy knoll. And there was a third path.
The third path is literally you just walking directly into the thicket. The other path was a dirt road leading slightly north. You're not sure whether the path was made by animals or humans, however, as it's just kind of there.
Trying to pass through the thicket a viable option, or with still the thorns?
Any option is a viable option if you choose to do it.
I
I
would say,
suggest going straight through the thicket and continue heading east.
yeah, that's the best we
Uh,
can. That's best we ward the wolves. That's for now.
yeah. I don't like wolves too much. So sure. Let's do just that.
A little slightly offended. That hurts.
All right. So as you head directly into the thicket, you kind of maintain your heading as you're looking behind and perhaps trying to figure out the best maneuvers to continue your heading. How are you maintaining your eastward walking motion?
I always said, um, I'll probably be in the front viewing the scouting the area, and I just need information as
Wait,
of now. Information.
you said maintaining our. Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention.
So how are
I
you
would-
maintaining your eastward stride? How do you know what direction you're walking in?
The hunter
I
should
just
know.
kind of feel it.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
Is my
Hmm.
I
feelings
suggest
working?
just
Or...
leaving a trail.
Oh, also, I'll look down at my lantern. Has it gone out?
Your lantern has not gone out. No.
Oh, cool, because I can't see anything.
Is any cart trails or
It's
like any
pitch
fence
black.
down to you?
Hold on one sec. What do you mean you can't see anything?
The stream is pitch black.
Oh
So I
yeah,
figured like,
yeah. That's it's supposed to be.
oh, okay, because I thought my lantern would like allow for a little bit of
No, the
light. Okay.
screen's just black. You'll note when there's something there.
Okay.
Um. Okay, so you have Wait. Real quick, King. When you said that, was that because there was something you have that does that, or were you just saying that to say it?
Well, my caravan specialist allows me to know cardinal directions at, by feeling.
Perfect.
Cool. All right, so Kester helps you maintain your direction as you continue on. You know that as you continue on, the forest starts to brighten a bit, considerably even. You start to note very strange happenings amongst the trees as you slowly start to pass through kind of smaller trees, less densely packed into the forest, kind of clearing them out slowly. You note that before and beneath you, looking back, the grass is almost black. But as you slowly approach towards these smaller trees, the bark on them is a brighter, more brilliant brown. The grass is more green, almost a slight hint of a yellowing just from the what you're now feeling as a slightly crisp autumn air hitting you. You could see the light slowly falling into the canopy as the denseness kind of lightens up and the color slowly starts to paint this forest of just very bright greens and oranges and yellows just kind of spread out. This is the first time you can really breathe since kind of getting out of the manor and getting through just the night. Um, and as you kind of look over, you see a clearing, and you immediately kind of sense kind of the slight, almost peace in seeing this forest for what it is. And it's clear that the night is slowly fading into dawn. You can see again this everything lighting up around you. Through the clearing, you manage to walk into kind of just an opening. And as you look on, kind of maybe thinking to each other, maybe this isn't so bad. You look up to see in front of you kind of a strange view. and you hear immediately, "You there? I don't know who you are, but don't move an inch, unless you're looking to have a ridiculously sad death on this cold morning." Ugh. And with that,
I immediately freeze.
you kind of look on to see just a very odd scene of, oh no, I hit the button and it's weird. A very odd scene of a smaller kind of gnome in front of you, long white hair kind of laid down her back as she kind of glances back at you. Her back is turned towards you. You could see in her eyes she's kind of just distant and sad, melancholy. As she looks back, you could see beyond her about 30 feet two what look like female figures kind of just standing there. One hooded and one you can make out from distance is a tiefling. You kind of just look at them as they brandish daggers and hold crossbows.
Oh,
They look in your general direction as they kind of note, what is this?
well, I definitely don't want to get on their bad side.
So you kind of surrounded by just a weird hue as the forest kind of springs to life. You note the trees blocking the pathways, and you start to kind of see a mist almost kind of uncover the area as these two figures just stare back at you. Now then, we're in the middle of something. Can we help you with something? You see the figures kind of glance and wave. Hey. You can also see the gnome kind of look back in general direction. They look at the gnome. You stay there. We'll deal with you in a second. The gnome kind of looks back at you as if they want to say something.
That doesn't look good. Do you why are they what's going on here?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, young ladies, we'd prefer to keep going east if that isn't a problem.
But get it all.
What exactly is the situation?
Huh.
Once again, what is going on here?
Oh, what's going on here is Zion's having mic problems.
Wait, can you hear
Oh,
me?
sick.
Yeah, we can hear
Ah,
you.
yeah.
Kind of low.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Yeah, you're super low.
That
About
what
now?
that is? Okay.
But
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
your voice sounds super filtered, man.
That turn them up. Hold on. 200%. Okay.
I said
Hmm.
I don't know.
Oh.
I've been fairly unlucky.
Do you want some help?
I would. I'd appreciate it.
You can see
Well,
the two looking over and kind of waving their hands. You see one look at the other. Ah! Avery, you think they're, you know, you kind of can't hear what they're saying because of their distance. As you can see the one in the hood kind of shake her head. You're not quite sure. Human, elf, half elf. Her hood covers her entire face. She shouts back over. Are you guys plotting something?
that entirely depends on you. Why are you attacking this individual?
You mean you guys don't know?
I can't say I do, or else I wouldn't be asking you.
I
So,
think
so
we're
you
at
don't
a
know.
loss.
You see the two look at each other and then look back and then look back at each other. The smaller one, the Tiefling, kind of looks over. Wait a minute! You don't know who we are?
Not in the slightest,
New
young lady.
here.
We're fairly new to this place.
Fuck me. They're new. You kind of see the tiefling kind of put her mask back up and look back over. It doesn't matter. This one's not new. We have an obligation. Anyway, if you'll kindly get moving, we have business to uh, do with the gnome here.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. That's the problem. Um, if you don't tell us what's going on, we kind of have an obligation to help that one. See, we're good guys. We do good guy things.
You see the tiefling look over at the hooded woman and look back. She just blurts out, "What's a good guy?"
Sick. All right, cool. All
Uh,
right, all right,
okay.
okay.
People who do
This
things
is
right.
not cool. Okay, all right.
They kind of like both look at each other, confused, and then vanish in front of you.
Well, that was easy.
The
It's
hell?
not that easy, is it? It's not gonna be that easy. All right, you over there, over here. Come here.
Can I try to perceive if we're
Yeah,
being
same here.
approached or if there's movement?
Perception check.
You don't need to due to your passive perception.
All right then.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, you over there, over here. Come on.
I just walk over, still looking around.
And I
Lucian
just
Lucian continues mourning Job with his hat tilted.
shame. Well, um, okay. So those guys are most likely not gone. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stay right here. Well, not right here. We'll keep pressing on, but keep your guard up because I don't want to die.
Yeah, that's obvious. No one wants to die.
You have
Yeah,
a
I
name?
can tell you.
Children. That's all that's important.
Exciting.
Look,
All right. I'm guessing that since they said that you weren't new here, perhaps you can enlighten us on where the nearest town is. We were told it's to the east. Are we still going in the right direction?
Who would know?
have you traveled
Sweet.
for more than one hour, Mr. Jackson, or no?
I mean, Kester would know, yes.
No,
Yes.
actually, have you traveled
nearest
for more than 1
town.
hour?
You have not been traveling for more than 1 hour now.
No.
Okay, good. My,
It's-
my friend terrain does not activate. All right. Then.
The nearest town
Mhm.
that I know is Crest. And I actually
Hey.
have been there.
All right.
Same
Onward
direction
then.
we're going.
What'd she say?
Right? I need like
Uh,
base boost and everything, bro. This is
Like, yo,
Oh,
I
let me-
cannot
let me-
hear you.
Okay, give me a minute. Let me try something.
He said crest. Right in the right direction.
I hope you don't blast my eardrums. I have you at 200%, please.
yeah. I turned him down.
I have the storm.
Jesus Christ.
So I suppose he's still fixing it, or is he typing?
Yeah, I think
Fixing.
it's fixing.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. We're supposed to tell you about that. Oh, whatever the case may or may
Yeah,
not be.
Vimek, you came back in the middle of Strahd's thing, but yeah, you kind of messed up.
Yep, kind of rough.
Okay, can you
Oh
hear me
well.
now?
Yeah,
I
I
can hear you.
can, but not
Right.
really.
I'm just using my regular headphones, and I'll figure this out later.
All right
Wait.
then.
Weird. Have you tried going into your user settings and turning up your voice there? Sick. All right.
Okay, can you hear me now?
It's actually worse.
Bro, it is not getting better.
Do the other one. Do the other one. And go into your user settings and just bump up your voice if you can.
Holy cow.
Yeah, do whatever you did before, and then just like see if you can bump up your volume in there.
Okay, now
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's fine.
regular headphones. I'll figure the microphone out later.
All right
Okay.
then.
All right, do I gotta repeat what I said before, or did y'all hear me?
Yes, you're gonna have to repeat that, buddy.
All right. The nearest town that I know of is Crest.
Okay.
Leave the what?
East, right?
Frost.
So let's see. Sorry, let me just turn this. So as know that with Crest and just the nodding, you know the familiar voices. Anyway, so you immediately see both figures appear right next to all of you, kind of just standing there, one leaning against a tree, the other one just kind of crouching, looking up at Sotero. You guys don't seem to understand how these things work. You hear the tiefling kind of start rattling on. There's rules and there's documentation. There's contractual obligations, and if we don't deliver, we could be sued
Well,
or hung. Hung. She kind of looks over to the hooded figure, who kind of shakes her head slowly. Hanged. We can be hanged. Now,
well.
uh, I'm sorry. Stop talking.
Mm.
Shh. She waves her hand at Kester. Shh. We have no qualms with you. Nothing in our contract says you all have to die. Only the gnome. So if you'll be on your way. We only have business with the gnome.
I see assassins.
She kind of nods and tilts her head. Yes, assassins.
Wheat. Yeah, no. As I said before, even though you don't know what it is, we're good guys. So we're kind of obligated to help the snow over here.
Any chance we could just pay you two off?
You see the hooded figure slowly shaking her head. As the tiefling stands up and kind of stretches her arms up, you can see two rather long daggers just glistening in whatever light's peering through. As she stretches, she says, "What you got?"
That depends. How much were you paid?
Oh, we they really are new. Again, the hooded figure kind of nods. We didn't, we don't, we don't get paid until we bring this little gnome's head back. Where are you from exactly?
Oh, I'm from Norderchester. Howdy.
I guess the master's up to his old tricks again. Lovely.
Are you sure you have the right gnome?
Fine. It is your right as conscripted into this, without your permission to view any materials necessary, blah, blah, blah. So on and so forth. Here. She hands you a note the party can also view. Bloop, bloop.
Ooh.
And check session chat.
Of course. All right.
Now, you see, again, based on that signature, we have to cut your head off and bring it back. However, you see, this place is it's a strange place. You'll figure that out. And you see the hooded figure look over to the tiefling. And, well, how much you got?
Oh, sweet. Well, I got what? Let me just check real quick. Um, 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 That's not my coin pouch. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay.
Take out.
I got like 45. I got 45 Strahd coins. I don't know what they're called yet. What are they called?
The
Ravens.
Tiefling kind of shakes her head and looks at Kester. You're an idiot. They're called
Take out.
ravens. Flip it over. It says it on the coin, and
Hey,
you
do
know
that
that you
more.
flip it over. There is a raven imprinted on the back of the coin. Underneath it, you see the ravens of Barovia, kind of just engraved underneath it.
Oh, I kind of like Strahd coins, but I guess it should be proper to call it ravens. Speaking of Strahd, we talked to him like a little bit ago. It was very nice, very polite.
You could see the tall hooded one laugh at you and look. I'm sure. uh, the Tiefling kind of nods. Ah, you're a comedian, huh?
Well, that is true, but that's not wasn't a joke. But yeah, sure, sure. Let's go with that.
They go back to slowly pounding their fist and looking you over. You see the hooded one slowly hand on a sheathed sword looking over the gnome.
Take out one of the extravagant gold rings that I took from the banner before. Would this be any better?
You can see the hooded one kind of look over to your direction, looking it over. Looks about 25 ravens worth. Anything else? She smiles at you.
That's such a pain. Oh, what else do I have here of value? I mean, I just got here. What could I possibly have of value?
I take out the platinum necklace.
I'm sorry, you do what?
Take out the platinum necklace.
Oh, okay. So you see the Typhon kind of look around you. Shiny, shiny. Ah, that nether's about 200, I gotta say. Might be a little vacation. Hide out in Valakay, get some drinks. She kind of
Yeah.
looks past you and looks over towards the hooded figure.
Is that enough for the gnome's head?
The hooded figure nods. The ring, the platinum. You said you had 45 coins. We'll take that too. That'll give you about a week. Eh, a week. That'll be fine. What do you
Oh,
think?
that's nice.
Min, you okay with that? You could see the tiefling called Min nod. Yes. Week's worth of drink, and then we'll come back and kill the gnome. Eh,
Oh,
yeah, that's
gosh.
the deal. They kind of walk back a bit. As they're kind of crossing paths, they fist bump each other and just, look on at your general direction, holding their hands out. Now then, the product, if you please.
Yeah. I hand over 45 ravens. Yeah.
I hand over the platinum necklace.
The tiefling kind of points to their hand. And the ring.
And I flip the ring.
The tiefling nods. Lovely doing business with you, gents. And, milady. Say, real quick, I guess we're gonna have to do the whole bureaucracy part of this whole assassination thing, eh?
Mhm.
I'll be waiting by the horses. And with that, you see Min vanish as the hooded figure kind of looks on. Fine, fine. How is the boring stuff? As she pulls her cloak aside, she pulls out a parchment and she looks each of you over. Sorry. She starts jotting something down on a thick piece of parchment, trying to hold it and make it out as she kind of shifts a bit. She finally finishes, dabs it, and turns it over, moves it to the side, and on another sheet does the exact same just maneuver. She hands both one in her left and one in her right hand directly in front of Lucian and Kester, who I'm tossing you to the side to bring you down here since, yeah. And she gives you back the gold ring. Ha 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 ha. No, let me stop. Anyway, um, as you're holding in your hands, or what you're holding, or what she's holding out towards you. Wow. She looks down and looks back at you. So, as contractual agreements are abound. You must hereby signature on the bottom next to the X that you have a 1 week extension on behalf of the life of a one Tilgrim Dope. Dop? Doup? She looks over at the gnome. How does one say that?
Dipe.
Of course, gnomes, dwarves. You sure do like your accents. Anyway, if you please, you note that in front of you, just kind of hovering there, not noticeable at first, are two quills covered in ink. If you wouldn't mind signing on the dotted line.
Sure.
She looks over at Lucian. Sir? Thank you. As you signature, she quickly whips them back, rolls them up, and puts them back in her robe. 1 week. Do note that somewhere. Every time we pop
yeah,
up,
yeah.
it's always, oh no, we didn't know time was up, or oh no, can we have another few days? It is an agreement. And with that, she nods at the party and vanishes in almost a plume of mist, but not really.
Everything fine?
Okay.
I'll see you in a
Well,
week.
well, they're gone. Turning and looking towards the group, I said, "Thank you."
Well, you're very welcome.
Can you not tell? I am but a gnome,
Hello? Hello?
one
Hey.
sadly cursed to look the way I do. I say as I look down.
It's quite unfortunate. What kind of curse would you say that is? Yeah, well, does it really matter? Well, it probably does.
Hello? Testing.
Oh, hello.
So I
boy.
got disconnected in the middle of all that.
Yeah, we're having
Oh,
audio
rough.
issues, it seems.
Yeah, that really sucked. So what I said was I purposely misspelled my name on when I signed.
Oh, good on you. I did not do that.
Cool. So with this, you're kind of left in this meadow, just surrounded by trees. You can see the sun is beginning to come up. You can't see the sun, but you can see above, kind of just this thick overcast, kind of white, but still allowing the light to permeate through a bit.
It's a beautiful day in Barovia.
Her name as I look towards the gnome. What do you go by?
Pilgrim, we just talked about that.
Okay, mistake. Tilgrim, you know a place where we can, get ourselves situated? As I point towards Bennett, kind of need to fix that. We don't want him to die.
Well, I assume we'll find it in the town east.
And with that, I don't know, the party's just kind of, standing in the middle of the field, kind of looking at each other, eh?
I mean, do we have a direction or do we continue going east?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm asking the party.
Native.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figured we would ask a native, but since I say we keep going east.
Hold on. East it is. I really like east. Let's go east.
All right.
I was muted. Okay.
Oh,
Yes, you were. So, do you know
Join
any
the
place?
club.
Yes, it is eastward. The nearest village is Crest. Nothing but a mile. I can lead the way.
Lovely.
And I
All right.
start walking eastward.
I follow after him.
Should I take this time as to describe my character or?
yes, you should.
Okay, so what you see before you is a about 3'6" gnome woman. Uh, Her hair is a stark white that reaches towards her lower back, and there's large braids covers both her shoulders. She has bluish gray complexion with a blue with a button large nose. It starts turning blue there. Uh, she's wearing a silver almost gray tunic with indigo flower accents on the collar and bottom of the sleeve. The right sleeve it covers her entire right arm. You can't see her arm at all. The left one stops just below her left elbow. Besides that, she has a very small uh, bag strapped to her back. From what you can tell, it's containing a one book. It's containing one book.
Cool.
Oh,
So-
and last thing, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
From your time speaking to her, her eyes seem gold hue, reminiscent of you once knew. That's it.
That's nice. Very nice. And was Eastward?
Moving. Oh, okay, cool. So I was muted the whole time.
Yeah.
That was super cool.
Yeah, Discord is freaking stupid.
Okay, great. So as you head east, you notably enough clear through a few more just a bit of a clearing. As you come out of the forest, you note the path picking back up east. You can see for the first time a road sign, a wooden kind of stake locked into the ground and painted a bright silverish color. On top, there's a two signs, kind of again painted the kind of silverish color, leaning a bit. You can see an arrow slightly pointed the direction you're going. It says East Kretsk. You could see one pointing in a stranger direction. You can't tell if it's pointing east, south, or west. All it says is the Durst family home. You note that the sign is bent. At the bottom, you could see something that looks like claw marks in it. As you pass by, notably enough, looking around, the forest kind of begins to pack itself again to your left and right as the path kind of diverges and kind of swings open. I'm sorry, you were saying?
It's not far now. Follow me. And I walk further down the dirt road, the path.
I think I should be the first to ask. How exactly have you been defending yourself this whole time?
Oh, yeah, the road.
Better be worth 240 something dragons.
So,
Yeah.
notably enough, as you come out, you note that in front of you, kind of as you pass down the road and turn around, you note a large hill, and amassed above the hill is just a giant wall. Oh no, wrong place. Haha. You could see in front of you, lying directly off the path, is a What happened? Am I still muted?
Glitch.
No, no. Did you guys see the thing flip out too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, every once in a while
Like,
the stream turns to green.
Yeah,
Oh,
we peeked into the matrix.
That's wild. I did not know that. Oh wait, why did I turn my video on? Don't turn your video on, dude. My bad. My stream's always like super static. You kind of see beyond this massive, just walled off fortress in the distance. You note, funnily enough, that, well, now that you exited that area and you moved on to this kind of hilly roadside, it's incredibly cold. In fact, you start seeing snow slowly begin to fall. A dark kind of gray fog slowly starts covering up the sky, albeit overcast. It's letting in even less light. You kind of start to shiver as the ground begins to become covered in snow quite quickly, almost if by some magic or by some strange cast of luck. As you exited into what was a brisk autumn forest, you've now exited once again into a wintry, just wonderland. As you look on in the distance as that castle gate looms, you can see above it, though, even farther in the distance, up above, you can't even imagine the height of the. There seems to be another fortress on top of what seems to be an already fully walled fortress. You imagine that perhaps this place is the last bastion of civilization, or perhaps abandoned. But needless to say, this is the first thing you've crossed on your path that seems like civilization.
Well, shall we, lads?
I'll reach into my bag and just kind of pull out the book I had earlier and just look down and look back up. That should be Kurz. It's not getting any easier to pronounce with a hole in my chest. That should be the town.
Okay, now how do we get in?
Well, if I know. Never been here before.
Well, certainly not from here. As I walk towards the gate, are you coming?
Alright, I follow after him since he clearly has a plan.
So as the party, unless there is somebody who's going to stop me, approach the gate. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. As the party approaches the gate, you can see snow doesn't seem to be falling any slower as you make it up this what you imagine has been quite the hill, almost 20 feet completely up you've traveled. At the top, those of you who have less stamina and constitution are a bit out of breath. You have all been very exhausted from your travels. You see a gate and the symbol of said gate. As you look on, you see above it far soldiers kind of just looking over, looking down, almost as if they're waiting. The air has grown colder. These walls extend from the gatehouse you see in front of you. It's about 20 feet high. Atop a parapet, you can see these four figures wearing metal armor, lined with fur and clutching spears and bows. They look down at you. They watch you from behind their barricades carefully.
I'm not gonna say who goes
walk.
there or the like.
Sigling's walking. I say to the guards, we request passage.
You can see that the guards kind of look at you and silently just look directly ahead of you for a second. You could see one, a female, kind of just looks down at you and glares and then looks back up. You don't see anything happen. They just keep looking.
So it's just a big old gate, isn't it?
If the doors are the gate is closed, correct?
Yes, the gate is closed. As you look on, you can see that the gate in and of itself is about a 12-foot iron-bound wooden door. It's a siege door at that. You can see massive carvings above the arch of the door that says Kretsk, denoting the city chiseled into the stone. As you're kind of looking on, you can see a female figure kind of look down again at you, her cheeks rosy in the cold. Looking up, you can see a group of them all beginning to stare down at you. You note their armor and their patterns as being very exclusive to the region. You can note that their armor's thicker than what you've probably experienced from different travels, if you have that experience. They also have quite the pride of what looks like homemade stitching around the men's. In front of you at the wall's face stands a young girl with a spear, a massive figure, just coated in armor, looking far and wide, larger than all of them, and a quite squeamish gentleman on the right tower, right next to one of the archers. They kind of look down at you as the girl kind of shakes her head slowly. You can see breath escaping her mouth as she kind of sighs. Halt! State your business before the walls of Kretsk, or turn round and head back from where you came, travelers. You'll find no solace here. There, fine, you got it out of me. I guess it's gonna be this again. And you see the young girl kind of put her hand on the back of her neck and rub. What do you want?
Well, what we need is rest, and if you would look at our dear friend here, he has a giant hole in his chest, so we kind of need to get this taken care of.
Well, she looks at the others in armor and then turns back, and then looks at the guards again, and looks back. Lieutenant, what are the conditions for this situation? You could see the massive armor-clad soldier kind of slams fist into chest. Well, I'm not sure. What are the armored conditions for engaging an enemy in front of a fortress gate? I'm not sure, Captain. I don't think we did we go over that yet? You could see the young woman being called Captain nod. We didn't go over it yet. Oh. All right, listen. You're not supposed. You can't. Oh God. Is he have a? Oh, what's wrong with the mask? Mask number 2. What's wrong with mask number 1? Jeez, who are you people?
We're just travelers. We got stuck here, and then we got beat up. Please, can we come in?
That
We
doesn't
like to
make any
document
sense.
ourselves. We like to document ourselves and, follow the rules and regulations of this fortress.
Wait a minute. You with the blonde streak.
Yes.
You have the look of a priest.
Well, I am a priest.
No doubt. And who do you worship?
The Lord.
Hmm.
Mentioned him being the Morning Lord.
Yep. You're a cleric. All right. Well, boys, wait here. Maybe our boss might have some use of you. She nods and then
We?
she immediately kind of runs off. You
Wasn't
could
this
see
nice?
that as she heads off, the others kind of watch you closely.
I forgot to mention,
On
the book said something about Kurzak being a place that worships Palor, pretty much. Or at least there was a bunch of worshipper of Palor.
I'll look to the guy on the right tower. What does she mean, make use of me?
You could see a guard look down at you. Not in my not in my pay grade, sire. He kind of says, spitting.
How many times can I use my tinder box, or is it just infinite?
One of the guard kind of looks down at you. What?
That.
He's mumbling to
pick-
himself.
Yeah, I do that a lot. You see, it's all of the travel. It does things to your mind.
Ah, a tinderbox, eh? It's probably got about 10 good strikes in it, but I don't know. What's it made out of?
Looking it over, what is it made out of? Guess what?
He kind of shrugs. Can't see it from there. Guess you'll have to wait on that one. He goes
Yes,
back
sir.
to looking over his post. After a bit of time, the captain returns, and next to her, a gentleman approaches. You could see from where he's standing, he kind of just looks down at you, almost sad. Notably enough, he looks over. Hmm. So, which one of you is a worshiper of the Morning Lord?
That would be me.
Ah, I see, my friend. I see. Okay. Well, uh, you could see the gentleman kind of worn looking. He wears a more royal set of armor,
Nice.
almost denoting a noble. He kind of looks at you and almost seems like he hasn't slept or rested in quite some time. Well, I see. Well, good morning then. Where are my manners? Good morrow, all. My apologies about the distance, but this is the town of Kretsk. We rarely have visitors, and we rarely receive them outside of the Markovs and that Vistana woman. Anyway, Captain Kovana tells me again there's a priest among you, and from the looks of it, he looks down at Bennett. You could most likely use some assistance.
That would be
Yes, very much so.
very appreciated.
Uh, well, sadly, you come at a unfortunate time for us. You see, the cold is setting in, and we have little reason to open our gates to travelers. However, we also are mourning the loss of my oldest son. So, you see, you have a cleric among you, and it has been quite some time since we had any traditional masses taking place within our town. Tell me, cleric, are you experienced with Pelar, the Morning Lord? I may have that work for you, and perhaps your friends can be of use of us as well. I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and make a wisdom check for me.
Okay.
What kind of wisdom?
It's just pure wisdom.
Well,
12.
He
How's the
kind of
mission?
looks over and moles. You could see him rubbing his hand, kind of slowly looking over. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Uh, well, we're full on tears and misery. I hate to say, we don't get much travelers. Like I said, the Mardikovs are the only family that seems to travel. So uh, perhaps you can be of service. Do you know of the Wizard of the Wine to the south, west of here?
No, I do not. I'm a stranger in these lands.
Wizard of the what?
Wine,
Wow.
the best and only proprietor of, well, there's just a bevy of things they used to make, but I'm not sure anymore. You see, one of the issues we're having currently is we lack libations. It's been nothing but mourning for months. Uh, there's no end in sight. The townspeople are haunted by dreams and nightmares, and well, I'm telling you this because a cleric is, well, what we could use. To be very frank, I don't know anything else about you travelers, and well, again, my responsibility is to my town and my people. So normally I would pay a visit to our brothers, the Mardikovs. They run the Wizard of the Wines, the vineyard to the south, but nothing. Normally they would either send wagon or send carrier raven, but
Wait,
nothing.
wait a minute. You know
Mm,
Erwin?
mm. Erwin is the oldest boy. He no longer works with his father and the others. I know they have had some falling out over the years. I myself am a brother cousin to the line. You know of Erwin? Is he well? I hear he was last seen in Valaki.
I mean, I stayed a few nights at his tavern. It was usually because I did work. Haven't heard from the guy in a while.
I see. Uh, I guess old habits. But well, to business. You see, uh, I hate to put it out there, but I can't let you in on normal circumstances, mainly because, well, I don't really trust you. However, the cleric being with you says a lot, but even if we let you in, well, there's no libations to do any final rites. Would you be willing to help us out with a little matter, and in return, we could see that, well, your aches and pains and whatever other travel needs you have, he looks back at Bennett, we can figure out how to help you with.
Ah,
We would greatly
well,
appreciate that opportunity.
He looks over at the rest of you. Yes, are you all fine with that then?
mhm.
Yes, that's fine.
Kind of nods off. All right. Um, so I imagine you're going to need a bit of information, and well, I greatly appreciate the assistance. So, splendid. And here's the thing: if you manage to bring us back some wine, or and news of the Mardikovs, we would gladly extend welcome to you. The wine would go a great deal in softening our hearts, and well, the Mardukov clan, again, their family. Barovia has quite a few families that are intermixed and just very old. I'm willing to have faith in anyone
Wait,
who.
wait, wait. Did you say alcohol?
Indeed, I did. A winery, a vineyard to the south, and well,
Would you happen to mean wizard run alcohol?
I imagine at some point, but I'm not so sure what the Mardukovs put in it anymore. I think just grapes nowadays. You'd have to ask them, to be honest. We just drink it.
Sounds fancy.
Huh.
Hmm.
Oh, I take out the bottle and like show it up.
Hmm. Indeed, that's it. Ah, purple mash number 3, if I'm not mistaken. Pig swill. But they have better brands. If you can find a few barrels or cases of that, we'll make do. We'll make do. You can find your way fairly simple. I'm afraid we can get you settled in here and then set you up with some supplies and, well, we'll give you a bit of direction. Um, come. Enter the gates. We'll look over the injured. With that, he kind of puts his hand up. Open the gates! He kind of bellows out as the gates slowly start to creak. As you can see, kind of this golden light as it opens coming from beyond the walls of Kretsk.
Mhm.
So, as you kind of come and go, you know directly you're being led to a guardhouse. It's directly beyond the gate. Inside said guardhouse, you are outfitted with supplies as well as a medical team of two. You can see what are they called? Ladies in waiting or nursemaids who are makeshift doctors at this point in this town. You note quite heavily as you pass through the gate and look beyond the town. You can't see much with the snow, but you note specifically that there are trees everywhere, and not small trees, large, massive trees, as if you just walked into a giant forest in a or surrounded by a massive wall. Beyond the trees are more buildings, and you can see as the roads kind of curve around that there is a great deal of civilization here. However, you can't get over the immense surrounding just kind of heaviness of all the trees around you. As you look up, there's trees literally blotting out parts of the sky in
This would be a
some
lovely place
areas.
to live under better circumstances.
You note as the burgomaster brings you in and kind of sets you down, he says, "Oh, come, friends, sit, rest. You are going to be taking a short rest in this time frame of 2 hours. In that, you're going to have Bennett just cleaned up and whatnot and looked at. You'll note that because of the time frame, the best the nursemaids can do for you is offer to either patch it up as best they can and send you off with medication, or cauterize the wound. If you cauterize your wound, you will be left with a massive scar and only half health going off. However, you won't risk any infection or anything of that sort. If you go out with the kind of just the bandage and the medicine. After an hour or two, you will start to feel the injury kind of setting in.
I offer my services to the nursemaids. Will it allow it to make the healing process more efficient?
Do you have anything that could make their healing process more efficient?
Well, I have background proficiency in medicine, so I think if I skip the short rest and I perform with the maids, could probably guarantee his chances of survival in a way.
Both maids look at you and smile. Oh, it's not the skill, it's the well, it's the lack of utensils and everything else. They kind of look back at you. Do you have anything that would help them in their you know?
I'll just say, give me a second as I look through my bags.
Oh, Mr. J, while we're taking a short rest, could I investigate the cloak?
Uh, so as you look over the cloak, you note that it is of a nature and design you've never seen before. Um, you're having a very hard time identifying it. Does anybody else have anything else to do on a short rest that they need to do per se?
I
I'll
guess.
look back and just tell them no, disappointedly.
Is there any
Can we just like leave him here?
medicinal herbs that can help around this area?
The nursemaids kind of look back at Exalt. We're pretty much using everything we can at the moment. It won't take a bit, but you are going to have to make a decision.
Okay, so to cauterize the wound, it wouldn't risk it getting infected, but it would okay, would I just be at half health, or is my full health like cut into half?
No, you would just be at half health. You would still have your full health as normal.
Oh, okay. I'll just tell him to cauterize the wound then.
Okay.
Where's young man?
I'll be fine. Just give me like an hour.
So with this, the wound is cauterized. You have a gaping whole scar below your sternum, above your stomach, in the middle of your torso. Make a note of that. Notably enough, they have offered to replace any garbs that you may have lost or are dirty. With this short rest, you are also being offered bathing and showers. Well, as best they can, some buckets out in the farm area where you can kind of just splash around with a little soap that they make on site. You smell a pine tar. You know it's a incredibly natural and cleansing feeling. Notably enough, it smells very similar to the entire town, even in the snow.
Oh,
Huh.
also put the ring on as well too.
Sorry?
To make a note of that, put the ring on.
I didn't hear the first part.
Oh, I said I'm put the ring on.
Okay. So
Being surrounded. No.
So as you put the ring on, surrounded by your allies, you can feel in the back of your mind a strange kind of burbling, a strange noise, um, almost kind of a weird kind of um, echoing, slowly but surely coming forward in the just the far reaches of your mind and belting it out as you hear it to the rest of the party. Within this small kind of room, you just go bah! As your body kind of polymorphs into a goat. You kind of transform and shrink down as this ring locks onto your ear and kind of pierces it, as in your small kind of lily white goat form. You're not so young, just basically a fresh adult, kind of bobbing around. You immediately and chaotically begin to jump around and smash everything in the area, cutting through sheets and mattresses and ripping apart all the things that
Can I
they have
attempt
in
to
the
stop?
room.
Can I attempt to hold him down?
You can
I'll
for
punch
a roll a strength check for me or athletics check.
Against him or
Vimic, I need some help here.
is
I'm
it
gonna
against
punch
him
him until he's
or
unconscious.
No, it's certainly not against anything. Why would you be
Okay.
fighting against them?
no the strength contest check, something like that.
I asked Vimic for assistance. Oh, Vimic's not here, huh?
What?
Nope, you
No.
have no Vimic to help you out.
I'll help him out. I'm buff.
Who turned into a sheep? It was not a sheep, it was a goat, and it was Exalt.
I'm pretty much just looking to the entire party now. If someone can give me a hand here and get
Yes,
the ring
sir.
off the field. Yeah, we need some more assistance here.
Yeah, you have about 2 more chances.
Anyone else? Some assistance here.
Growth.
I'm just gonna look over to Jotun.
Yoten, young man, what are you doing? We could use some assistance.
Don't tell me both of them are very
I'll go over there and try to restrain him as well.
You kind of, at this point, see the Nurse Maids kind of run off as the room begins to get even messier and messier. Notably enough, Kester goes for a grab and gets
Yoten,
thrown to the side.
Yoten, come on. Athletics check right now. We need help.
It's an athletics check, right?
It is an athletics check. You have 2 more chances.
Well, I'm gonna try. Oh, never mind. I'm zero to athletics. Yo, and why don't you try first?
Please.
Hey,
Oh shit!
Lovely. Is that enough? Are we good? Is he restrained?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not. Let's see. Yeah. So you managed to pin down the goat, wrapping it around. Jotun kind of grabs it and molds it up to his arms, gripping it tightly. You realize that you now have a monster slaying goat on your hands.
I'm gonna take off
You
the ring.
note just as so as you go to take the ring off, you note that it is fastened into his ear and doesn't show any signs of being removed.
What do I do with it now?
Pardon? Didn't hear that.
What do I do with it now?
And does he seem in his right state of mind, or he still seem crazy right now?
He seems to be settling down in Jotun's arms.
While this is going on, could I just walk up and look at the ring around the
You
what's
do
the
not.
name?
So you do not have to ask me to do things. You can just say I walk up and look
Oh,
at.
my bad. So yeah, I'll just do that. I just want to look at it.
Just
So
casually put it now.
as you look at the ring and you casually start placing the goat back down, you know that Exalt seems to be a little better at peace. Tilgrim crouches down to look over the earring. You don't note anything particularly special about it. However, kind of just mulling it over a bit, um, you kind of start to note that, well, it's probably magical in nature. Looking back to the rest of the party and then back over, you're not sure if you know what everybody's expertise is, so you're not, sure what questions to ask.
So I guess while we
And
have time on
the
our
ring
hands,
the ring didn't seem to be coming off at all.
The ring is directly attached into the flesh of the goat's ear. You can take it off, but you would be ripping the ear off or apart.
Easy. Solid plan. All right. All right, gang. We're ripping the ear off, right?
let's
Wait. Do
Ethical.
either of you have a less painful solution before that happens?
Nope.
The ring with something.
Can either of you dispel magic or?
Nope.
Perhaps it would wear off.
But you need to give me a day of resting.
Nobody's got anything to cut the ring with?
I turn back to Zalth. Well, young man, there's no other way this is happening.
Take out my dagger.
And just carefully hold on. I have a better sleight of hand. I have a better sleight of hand here. To carefully cut around exactly where the ring is. Would that be a sleight of hand?
You sure we don't have any kind of cutting equipment of any sort?
Why not just douse them in oil and slide it off?
That would not be a sleight of hand. You would just be cutting his ear.
Well, like just cut the ring?
Or
I,
just,
I mean,
or
you
just
would
leave
just
it
be.
on.
I mean, any way you want to cut it, it's up to you to cut it. You just have to describe how you're cutting it.
All
Wait,
right, I
wait,
want
wait,
to.
wait.
I want to.
Before we all do this, I just kind of bend down and be like, hey, if you could hear us, just like, let's see, what should I make you do? Just kind of jump, like twice or so.
I jumped. I jumped twice. Bah, bah.
Oh, word? No, we don't need to do shit. All right, he's fine. Let's go.
What?
Yeah, we could just like get somebody else to get that off. I thought it was just like a goat. No, he's the form of a goat. He'll be fine. Let's go.
But to get it off.
No. We'll just like uncurse it sooner or later. But like, yeah, they'll be fine, or you won't.
So after
asked-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Before we leave, I asked Zal, would you rather have me cut a small piece of your ear off with the ring, or do you want to stay like that? Jump once for yes, jump twice for no.
I'll not stay like that. You won't be like that forever.
Bah, I jumped once. As I slowly back away.
Oh, sick.
Oh well, that's a yes. All right, so I'm gonna take a dagger and cut directly around the ring.
There is
Wait.
always
Wasn't that a
there is
no?
Yeah, you said one jump is no, two jumps is yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's a no. Stop that.
Oh yeah, I mistake that. All right then. I guess we continue on with the goat South.
Yeah. Well, let's get it uncursed sooner or later, or we won't. I don't know. Maybe it'll just uncurse itself.
So as
Give it
this
a
is
day.
happening, you see the burgomaster kind of walk back in to the vicinity and look you all over. You don't. Where did that goat come from?
Yeah, that was the ranger guy. He's
magic.
Wouldn't take heed picking up a cursed ring.
Huh. I see. Well, okay. I imagine at some point you should probably take him to Milligrave. But now's not the time for that, especially since that old fool's probably still asleep. Uh, do you need any other reinforcements or anything of the sort? Well, reinforcements. To be specific, here's what we have for you, technically. We're sorry it can't be more, but there's not much to be had. You see the captain walk in, the young woman walk in with bags. She throws down a reinforced lockbox. Um, she looks at you. There's 8 health potions in there. They're not any of the good kind. Sorry. It's all we could scrounge up. Food rations for a day. You're gonna want to eat those like quick. They're not exactly the freshest. I mean, well, she looks over at the burgomaster and looks back. They're fresh, boss. They're fresh. Camping arrangements. She grabs off of the well-armored gentleman who also walks in holding a large sack, a few things and just drops them on the ground. Here's a tent. She throws down a 2-man tent. Here's another kind of tent. She throws down a one-man tent, and then she looks at just a few frayed, tattered bags, and she starts throwing them down. And 5 sleeping bags. Well, you could sleep in them. And if you're dead, you guys could drag the bodies back. You kind of see the burgomaster look over at the girl as she kind of slams her hand into her helmet. Sorry, sir. Anyway, um, in another bag, she gives you over a flint, 3 lockpicks, 4 unused torches, and 4 stacks of bandages. Good for 2 uses each if you cut them right. She looks back and scratches her head. That's about it. That's everything in the town.
Are the lockpicks trinkets?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
And
take the 3 lockpicks.
health potions are literally a slot, right?
Yes, health potions are literally slot. She gave you a box with them, so there's 8 in the said box.
Mm-hmm. Sick. So 2 health potions take up 2 whole slot. God damn it. This is terrible. Oh, well, okay, all right. So we got sleeping bags and such. Who's not carrying things?
While you're worrying about that, I also want to take note of rolling your hit die if you still have any for your health, because you are on a short rest. That is up to you. However, please note from here on out, resting will be up to you based on situations. So if you read my note about the whole freedom thing, I'm going to take a step back.
I'll only have -2 health. I'll be fine. Hey, I get second win back. That's nice.
Oh yeah, I already got my Tides of Chaos back. That's sick.
Okay, so as that is also happening on your short rest, please note, let me know your health in a second, but also your exhaustion is going to be removed, except for Bennett. Your exhaustion is going to stay. Yours can be removed on a long rest, but not a short rest currently.
And Bennett is currently at half health, right?
Yes, so out of the 15 total, Bennett is sitting at the 7.
I'm gonna give Bennett the healing potion I had.
Okay, feel a drink away at your leisure. Real quick, while we're doing this, just kind of roundabout, get your items together, get all your rolls and health ready to tell me. I'm gonna go feed my cat because I kind of went over an hour. And yeah, I'll be right back.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Alright, I'm thinking I'm going to take this chance to fiddle with my microphone.
Yeah, sure. Do whatever
You
you
said I
gotta
was
do.
low, right?
Well,
Hey,
yeah,
I just
you are
like
low.
I have a
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the books, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we won't ever get a chance to long rest.
No, we
That's
do.
not true.
We just had, yeah.
That was
I
a short
mean,
rest.
you.
That wasn't a
I
long
mean,
rest.
you can read the book during a short rest.
Okay, I can read the books because I'm pretty sure the books did have, like, Mr. J mentioned that the books had something on resurrection, so I'm hoping that
Like, yo, just
you
spend
can.
your short rest reading.
No, I already used my short rest resting.
You
But
can
I'm pretty
read
sure I can
and
read.
rest at the same time.
No, you can't.
Oh, no, you can't. I was gonna say I can read and walk to the place and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, sure, you could do that. I don't care.
So, did anyone
Um,
catalog the weapons, the items that the guys gave us?
no, of course we didn't. I just know the
You know?
camping stuff
God
that we
damn.
had. I remember the camping stuff.
What do you got?
We have 1 day's worth of rations for all of us, I assume. I will carry the
Question.
rations.
Okay, that's cool. What was I gonna say? The short rest, Rain. Oh, not Rain. Lucian, you mentioned that you got something back or win something. When we short rest, do we get our cantrips back, or not cantrips because cantrips are infinite? Do we get some spells back or no?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that is unless your thing gives you that.
All right. I just want to, like, read up on the resurrection so I can stop you guys from dying, like, permanently.
Sick. That's cool. That's really sick and cool. Anyways, who wants to carry things? Who wants to carry the camping equipment?
Barbarian do it, since
Yeah.
they can add another slot to their, carrying because they're strong. Like, you can just, like, if they have a high strength modifier, they can add another slot to carrying.
Caravan thing lets you have infinite health.
Huh?
What does your caravan thing let you have infinite health?
More or less building materials. So like scrap metal, rocks, wood stuff, like stuff like that.
Question: Are we given a cart?
No.
What?
So I
Sometime in the future, maybe. But yeah, does any of the big body strength people have any room in their inventory?
Gimmick should have some room.
Jotun
Vimic
or
is currently
Vimic?
not here.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
No, so Jotun, my boy,
Oh, the
Jotun.
two biggest strong arm people. I need probably got to carry stuff out here.
Oh, sick. All right, well, whatever the case may or
Bro,
may not be.
bro. Yo, I don't have a single spot open in my inventory.
Same here, to be honest. I'm too busy carrying a singular health potion, a dagger, a tinder box, and food that's probably already expired. I should probably add
Yo,
some
fighting with ranged weapons is like awful. You gotta
Yep.
have inventory space for the weapon
Mm-hmm.
and the ammo. And
Yep.
because I use
Yeah, of course.
two ranged weapons,
What?
that's all 4 slots filled instantly. So I only have 2 extra slots.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I can't fight. Oh no, make that 1 extra slot because short sword. So I have
Welcome
1
to
slot
range
to carry
fighting.
what I want.
Want to stay?
Hold on. I should have like 2 slots open. Yeah, I have 3 slots open. If you want to give me something.
Well, you could take a tent or 2.
Yeah, take the big tent.
Wait, guys, I'm not go around. Just to make sure.
What?
Okay.
I'm not go around.
You're a goat.
Lit.
So you said you said the tents, right?
I'm rhyming to niggas now.
How many? What tent is it? Just like big tent, regular tent?
There's there's one man tent, two man tent.
I only have like
So-
2 slots open. So one man tent. One.
Hello?
Hello.
Am I clear?
Yeah.
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 You're
Still
low.
kind of low.
You're low,
Very
but
low.
you're clear. You're
Okay,
clear,
okay,
bro.
so-
You're low.
let me see if I can.
2 man tents. Is an ivory hairbrush really worth an inventory slot?
What kind of question is that? It doesn't actually take up a slot, does it?
It's a trinket. It
It's a
doesn't.
Like a
trinket.
hairbrush, like an ivory hairbrush.
A hairbrush
that's
is
a
a trinket.
trinket.
It doesn't take
Oh,
a
so I
slot.
have
That doesn't
well,
take
I
up
have another
a
slot open.
How close
Alright,
am I
so
now?
and books don't take up slots unless they're like multiple, right?
No, book takes slot.
How many? One book takes 1 slot, or
One book
Yeah.
takes
more than
1 slot, yes.
Oh, that's fine. Alright, so I guess I will remove the ivory hairbrush.
I'm
I
about to
have
just
that.
hand
You
this
don't
guy.
need to
I'm
remove
about to
the
hand.
ivory hairbrush.
It doesn't take
You
up a slot
don't
though.
need to. It's a trinket.
It
No,
does
it doesn't.
not take up a slot.
Trinkets do not take up slots.
Yeah, I know. I have it noted down in my equipment so that I'm just like fixing my character sheet, like in the inventory
Okay.
section.
Okay. So what you're saying is that you're taking it off of your inventory?
For the character sheet, but I have it. It doesn't take up an inventory slot.
Alright, sick, whatever. I don't care anymore. But yeah,
whatever.
all right. So now that we have sorted this out, who wants the health potions? Who wants the actually can we just carry the entire box as 1 slot?
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure we can.
Nah, he's
Wait.
probably gonna say no.
Let's see
Still
how big
ask.
how big the thing is.
Also, I'm
Yeah,
about to just hand him the alcohol I have so I can have a slot.
Yeah, that's kind of smart.
Sick. That's cool. I want to sell the trinkets in my bag because they're kind of stupid and taking up a large block of my thing. But
I
that's
can't
not it.
believe that we actually bought Pilgrim's Life. That sucked. 200
Yeah, that
raids?
definitely sucks.
That's wild.
Uh-huh.
Wait,
Yeah, you
what
better
happened?
work your ass. You better work your ass off.
That's all sick and cool. So, Cetero's carrying the 2-man tent. Who's carrying the 1-man tent, or do we not want it?
Sotero said, didn't you? Sotero said you were gonna carry one of the one-man tents because one's lot.
Okay,
Both
wait.
tents.
Am I? Can y'all hear me clearly? Like, am I?
Yes,
am I
now we
so
can
far
hear you
away?
clearly.
Yeah.
Still low.
We can hear you clearly, but you're kind of low. Did you try
Just-
going into the
Just
user
turn
settings?
it up, I think.
How do I do?
Oh no, I'm turning it up. I'm
He's on
turning it
max.
up.
He was always been on max.
Go into your voice settings, put input volume, make sure it's the 100.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How do we merge this?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's always automatically on 100.
Whatever the case may be, just check.
Still, It's better to check it than to have it be at like 50 while we're all struggling to hear him.
I'm not carrying 2-man tent, or am I carrying both tents?
You're carrying the one man
Do you want to carry the 2-man tent?
I don't know. It's like I wouldn't mind, but I'm pretty sure somebody else could
slot.
do it.
Doesn't matter. It's just a slot.
Yeah. So I guess I'll carry the 1-man, and I'll have 2 open slots, unless something else.
So you're carrying the 1-man tent. Who's carrying the 2-man tent?
I thought you were.
I cannot carry anything as I do not have any slots left.
Yeah, I'll carry both the tents. If that's fine. And if Vemic comes back, I'll just have we'll just give it to Vemic.
Sick. Sleeping bags.
Okay, how about now?
I can
Oh
hear
yeah,
you.
okay. I can hear you.
Am I still low?
I can hear you just fine. I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear him. I just turned him up to 200.
Fine.
Okay. Do I sound better with this on with the headphones?
That
Sound
sounds
better with this
fine.
one.
You're
I
just
think your headphones sound better.
you're hella low. Oh, by the way, I'm kind of back.
Sick.
Hey, did oh no, she left. Okay, I was gonna ask if Jada came back.
Yeah, that sucks. One of the big body strong man.
Yeah.
Also, is the captain there in that room?
No. Oh wait, yeah.
I want to give him the alcohol as a token of gratitude.
Her.
Oh, her.
Sick.
I got confused. I thought the captain was the guy that said open the gates.
No, that was the Burgomeister.
Oh, is he here?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I want to give the Burgermaster, the Burglar Master,
Oh, Jesus.
the alcohol.
Oh, the Burgermaster. He's
The
the
token
burger.
of gratitude in the free slot.
To that he thanks you. This will go towards a great deal of healing. Anyway,
Where can I even buy a wagon? I kind of need one of
And
those.
guys, what's left on that table now that I have a slot?
Too many things, I tell you, too many. There's sleeping bags, there's lockpicks, what
I
else
took the
was there?
lockpicks.
Sick. What else was there? I don't remember.
Rations.
Of course, yeah. I wanted to take those, but then I realized I
Mr.
don't
J,
have
could
any
you
slots.
say what was there again?
sure. Let me get this. Where the hell is this? Ah, here you go. You have a reinforced lockbox that has 8 health potions in it. I don't know if you did something with that or moved the box. The box
Also,
is
they were
How big is it? Slot-wise.
okay. You could technically carry the
Hello?
strong box around. That would take some of these
Hello?
entire. Hey, yeah, you sound fine. Now shut up. That would probably take some of these entire thing. You have the food rations for a day. That would break down and consist of things, but it's just kind of rations, so it doesn't really. You have the camping arrangements, which is a 2-man tent, a 1-man tent, and 5 sleeping bags, a flint, 3 lockpicks, 4 unused torches, and 4 bandages.
I'm gonna
Will the
take
bandages take
a flint is a trinket, right?
A flint is a trinket, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the flint.
Okay.
Will the bandages take up a slot?
The bandages would not take up a slot since they're just wrapped cloth, so you could take those without issue.
Well, I'll take that.
I'll also take one of the bandage bundles.
I'll take the remaining 3.
Okay. Anyone else before we move on? Get your stuff in order.
And are the torches a slot?
The torches are in a slot, no. However, With torches, you have to use them, and they take up an actual slot. So if you have a shield, you can't use it with the torch. If you're using the sword, you can use it interchangeably. If you're using a two-hand weapon, you cannot use it with a torch.
So in inventory, it counts as a slot.
The torch doesn't count as a slot. Your weapon does though, but the torch won't take up a slot.
Oh,
You could loop it onto your belt if you need to.
oh, okay, that's cool. I'll just take one torch.
Does the meat and bread that I got from the manor still good?
At this point, since you've only been outside the manor for roughly an hour, maybe, yes, it's fine. The bread's going stale, but yeah, neither
How
of them
long
is
will we be fine
bad.
for?
I couldn't tell you. You might want to check on it every now and then, because boy,
I'm
if
gonna
you
check. I'm gonna check on that box. I'm gonna check on the food from the manor.
On this short rest, could I just like read my the journal I have on me?
Sure.
Yeah, I just want to just like in my book.
Does Satiro have any books that I didn't read in the manor, or does they just have the ones that we read already?
Did you read the one that has a resurrection spell in it?
No, I did
No,
not.
I'm pretty.
Oh, he has that book.
I have all three actually, and I have a photograph album. There's family.
Sure, let's go with that.
So I guess while we have time,
Sure,
don't
I'll
think we
just
got-
ask him if. So, Lad, can I read that book of yours, that resurrection one?
Oh, I was actually planning on reading it, but you
Let's read it
also.
together.
Okay, I guess yeah, I can share it with you.
So I guess while we have the time, we weren't that well acquainted when we went into that hellfire of a house.
Also, while the health potions are there, you should probably drink one or two,
I'm
because
fine.
we can't take all of them.
I'm fine. I healed up enough so to the point where I can still move. I'll use the rest if I need to.
I wonder, is there anywhere to buy a wagon in this town? I asked the burgomaster.
You could see him kind of nod. I'm not certain. I don't think anybody's selling one. I imagine at the Shaper's Den you might find one, but
Ooh.
that would
Okay,
take some convincing.
Just might as well, because we kind of are lacking on, well, space to carry all of this stuff, and well, we will be doing a fair bit of traveling, so I might as well get it early.
The burgomaster looks at you and smiles. Oh no, I mean, you don't have access to that part of the town.
Well,
Do you think you can get us better bags to carry this kind of stuff, or is that off limits too?
That's on you too. The light supplies we give, think of it as in good faith. In truth, most of the boys want to put an arrow in everybody's back here, but, well, again, we're basing most of the faith on the cleric here. What was your name again?
Bennett.
You can call him.
He looks over at
Young
Sotero and
Sotero.
then at Benno. Good to know. Apologies, I meant the cleric, but Bennett. You see, I don't know if you looked outside of this fortress, but we're at war.
oh shit.
With who?
With who? Well, the land. Everything
Rough.
around us once is dead. This is the last bastion of hope. We're only so lucky. Everything farther from Ravenloft gets better. And luckily, Ravenloft is miles away. Ugh, in the east. Horrible place. Cursed. That village underneath it? All but dead. Its souls just puppets. Not here. Not in Kresk. Not since my family's been around.
Lovely.
So, you take what you can get. You get us our wine. You come back. We give you another level of trust. Maybe even let you shop here. You do a few more things for us. And trust me, there's a few more things. And who knows? You might actually get on our good side.
Lovely. Well, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so, uh, since we don't have any strong people because they all left us, we already sorted out what everyone's taking, right? Cetero is taking. We're more or less taking all of the trinkets of stuff. The food. Is the food any fresher than the one that I have?
Rations, so they won't go bad.
Yes. Oh, they don't go sick. I'm taking those. So all right. Um, I don't want to get rid of my food though.
At the level of food you have, the rations will be equal to it. The rations are not as good as fresh food, though.
Oh,
You'll
well,
have to
this
figure
food
out
is
what
not
I mean
fresh.
by that.
Well, this food is not at all fresh. Well, sick. So I want to take both because food is food. We need it, but I don't have any space. Let's see. I can only stack 10 food stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I can only stack 10 food stuff in one slot. I can only carry one healing potion at a time. Well, per slot. Uh, carry infinite scrap metal, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. All these things. Shit. Okay. All right. So, okay.
That said,
I'm gonna take the time to snack on some of the meat bread I have.
we're gonna round this down because this is taking a little bit. So, okay, noted about the bread. Uh, real quick, make any last minute things. You got about 30 seconds.
God damn it. All right.
And Vimic
Okay.
and Jolton are still not here.
Nope. Of course they aren't. So anybody
Mr.
damaged? Anybody damaged at all? Like
Oh
really?
yeah, I'm gonna drink one of those potions that we that we're not,
Mr.
that we can't
Master,
carry.
my stuff have changed to a goat, right?
I didn't finish that part.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good God. Anybody else
I
need
drank one of the
healing?
potions we're not taking, so now I'm at full.
Sweet. Good on you.
So really quickly, let's go back over health. Stop me. So Kester's full. Jotun's not here. Sotero is 11-17.
No, I'm 17-17. I rolled an 11 prior.
Fine, I trust you. Vimic's not here. Exalt's a goat. That puts your health at 5, by the way.
Got you.
Yeah. But you're 5 for 5. That's always good.
You certainly don't want me to just cut the part of your ear off with the ring.
My AC. I guess I also put some changes as well to my AC.
That would just be ludicrous, but yes, your AC is like 1.
Are you sure you don't want me to cut that ring off?
And
We
bro,
could just get it dispelled. That's just a pain. Yeah, stop that.
I'm just saying.
Excuse
Our
me.
line may be treated as food by some people.
Rough. Okay,
yeah. Okay, I shake my head. Cut my ear off. Bah.
There is always the chance to simply fade away.
Bah.
Well,
Sick.
ball
I don't
twice
know
if
what
you
that
want me to ball twice if you want me to cut that part of your ear off.
Bah.
Sick.
Very well.
We're taking the fucking goat. Just like go anywhere else whenever we start killing things, all right? Go.
Right. Lucian's at 25-25. What's Tilgrim's health?
5.
Is that lower than the average?
Average is 4.
Oh, that's great. Bennett is what's Bennett? Bennett's
11.
7. Okay, we did that. Oh yeah, you drank. You're 11. Gotcha. All right. So that's health. And where are these lazy sons of?
So is everyone else like maxed?
Yeah, everybody's maxed except for Jotun, because Jotun didn't say nothing. Vimic,
Oh my
Vimic
lord.
didn't say anything.
Well, some can just drink some of the health potions that are just sitting there.
Bennett's 11-15.
I could take one.
Yeah, just So Bennett, you
Oh,
should probably just drink one for the safety of it. There's no harm in it.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't need it.
So, Mr. J, I have south of a goat, then I presume.
But there's no harm in being at full health. There's
you
no
who what?
demerit.
You
I
do
He
you
is at full health.
I'm actually to have a south of a goat.
do you
Where
have a what?
as in, like, are my stats change, like all my decks.
I mean, you're just like a non-combatant character, but yes, your stats are very much different. Lol, I stepped away for a moment. Okay, cool. I need your health. Did you roll hit die or because I have your health at 16 of 24, and everybody's about to leave and head out of Kritsk. So yeah.
And there's a bunch of health potions just sitting on the table that you may just want to drink to get to full health.
I look at Lucian. It says "ba ba" twice.
Oh, so you want that part of your ear cut off?
Ba ba.
Ball once that was a yes.
Ba.
All right. I'll go over and carefully cut away that part of the ear that has the ring attached on Zal's ear.
You're gonna have to explain this to me. The ring is like locked into his ear. What part are you cut? You're just gonna cut that piece of ear off?
No, I'm gonna carefully cut around where the ring is.
Is
So
it
that
anything like
part, so that part of the ear that's attached, he'll pretty much have like a half circle cut out of his ear.
Okay. So as you go ahead and slice down, you can hear the goat make a wild kind of just scream.
ba?
Yeah. You manage to get the ring off uh, as the goat just keeps squealing and now bleeds a little bit from the ear. Holding the ring, you know that doesn't seem that special at all. Just seems like a normal ring.
The magic is already transferred. Oh well. Well, now
Your
you're.
goat is bleeding profusely from the ear, by the way.
Ah, son of a bitch. All right. So
He's
I
still
just
a
take
goat?
this opportunity
He is indeed still a goat, yes.
Ah, God. Well, I'm gonna use some of the bandages and wrap and stop the bleeding.
Cool. You lose 2 health.
Dear God.
Anyway,
Okay. Let's.
so Lucian is now in possession of the ring. It's a bit bloody. Goat's blood.
I'll look over to Zolf and ask, why would you put that thing on?
Max health. Okay, 24 of 24. So as this is happening, you note the burgomaster kind of looking over at you. As you wrap up your rest, he kind of, notably enough, points out different parts of the town and just kind of goes over things a bit. Well, I'd love to chit chat, but get out of my city and go find stuff.
Aye, sir.
Aye, 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 aye. All right. Onward. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So we leave
Looking
here
over
then.
the south. Would it be possible to just want to stay here?
The burgomaster kind of looks down. You're not leaving that thing with me, no.
Perfect.
Try.
Oh well. All right. Onward. We have a job to do. Come on.
So with the agreement of the party, you head out into into Barovia once again. Notably enough, direction-wise, you're stopped again at the gate as the burgomaster kind of looks back down at you, locking up the gates behind you. He smiles kind of faintly, just kind of giving you just a slight kind of reinforcement. Now, you'll need to head east on the road. Be very careful. I would not go into the forest to the north or the south. Again, you're welcome to it, but I'd stay on the road. You'll soon come to a sign. It should read Raven River Crossing. There will be a large bridge there. You might have a little issues crossing the bridge. You see him kind of shy away from that as he glances over it and thinks to himself. don't worry about that. You'll figure it out. Regardless, careful planning. You shouldn't have no issues. So once you've crossed the bridge, take the road south, not north, not west. Those
Now,
roads will lead to disaster, judging from your armor and weapons, and, well, your friend. He kind of looks over to Bennett.
lovely.
Find Davian, Mardukov, and figure out what's taking our deliveries so long. It's been a week. I'll be honest, if you can do this, friends, Kretskov's worth is more than 10,000 ravens. I could do what I. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure what I could do for you, but we'll work it out. Or my wife will probably kill me. And. Anyway, may the Morning Lord shine on you and guide your way. I'm sorry I can't be more convincing. It's just. Well, to be honest, you're about the 5th group of adventurers I've asked to do this for me, and they've never come back. So enjoy yourself. Head out east on the road. Take you about 30 minutes. You'll get to the crossing. He kind of waves to you as the snow doesn't seem to be letting up as he kind of shivers a bit.
Close my logbook from writing all down the directions.
All right. Thank you for everything. We'll be back in a jiffy. I guess we head off.
With that, you are going to head out. Leaving Kretsk, you note you can go to the west or the east. It's up to you which direction you choose to head.
Lads, I suggest we head east.
All right, east it is. I really like east.
So-
All right, well we hustle onward to east.
So as you head to the east and around, you note, well, nothingness actually engulfs you, right?
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
Right.
And then,
we're going back to the mist?
Oh my god.
shut up! No, God,
No, you're not going back to the mist.
Oh,
Jesus,
okay.
so good.
That's great. Actually, you just have to open something. Hey, let's do. Hey, can you guys see this?
No.
We can see a very
Yes, we can see a
Okay,
checkerboard.
yeah.
now I can see it.
Oh, okay, cool. That's cool.
Okay, so am I still low, by the way?
That's
you're
not
fine.
Okay,
Who
cool.
are? No, you're yeah.
oh
So we're good. There. Sorry, loading things is loading things. See, can you see that?
oh
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, cool.
Kind of
It's a
static.
little
it-
pixelated, but
Is
yeah.
it
Yeah,
slowly
oh my
deteriorating?
goodness.
The
Slowly
screen
getting
is
worse.
having a
Oh
stroke.
my god.
Right? Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
Yo,
okay.
the Matrix running out of RAM? Dang, man, that's tough.
All right,
It's
cool.
almost there. It fixed itself like at the last minute. It's like, yo, is that slowly getting worse?
Yo, for real.
That's
Yo, it was slowly getting worse. Oh. All right.
Yes. Right, right. Well, my childhood was spent among dust and tomes. You learn a few tricks from all the time in a book, if you will. Magic. I was hinting towards magic. Yes. Oh. What is this? I say, take it.
Oh, the magic folk get along.
Yes, yes. Uh, let me see. I'll be back. Let me. And as I say this, I basically open the book, just start, reading it.
Reading thick. I sure do like my reading. Anyways, what can I be doing right now? What is my plan?
Well, in the meantime, I'll just be just giving a run over of my equipment.
As you guys are traveling and for some reason looking at equipment while traveling, which is probably weird, you start to head slightly south around a pretty large thicket of trees. Directly in front of you, heading east, but still slanting down to the south, you note that the forest to your north is kind of raised up. You can see the trees kind of buckle and then shoot upwards hundreds of feet into a large mountainous territory. You note that in front of you stands a stone bridge with a signpost and a dirt path kind of leading next to it. Upon the stony bridge and upon the heavy wooden signpost, you can see three sections of it. An arrow pointing to the north above that lists Kretsk, an arrow pointing southeast, above it the word Valaki, and an arrow pointing southwest, above it the words the Wizard of the Wines.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I believe that we're supposed to be going there.
I'll just
From
start
the
walking southeast.
Yeah, let's move this
West,
along.
southwest. Did you not read the sign?
South.
So as you kind of look over the sign, muttering to yourselves, noting that Lucian is quite correct and you
Yeah.
were about to make a horrible mistake,
That's read.
you could clearly see the bridge to the south, and on the bridge you see two figures as you approach it. One small and cloaked, and the other a massive green scaled creature who seems to be mid conversation. Um, as you begin to approach, you begin to realize that the small figure is growing in size and the large figure is, well, the large figure is quite large. So much so that you're slowly starting to realize, why, what exactly is that thing?
Splendid. Just splendid.
So as you look across, you have the chance to approach. As the two figures seem to be in conversation, they still haven't really noticed you. Would you retreat or do you continue going forward across the bridge?
First, how fast is that river going underneath?
So it isn't going too fast at all. It's fairly still. It's very chilly. You could see it kind of trickling almost slower than normal. There's no ice or anything forming, but there's not much wind picking up.
Judging by how chilly it is, would I? Hmm. It seemed like I'd get. Yep, can't bring the words. Never mind.
11, 12. Okay, 12.
So as you kind of stand across, you note the larger figure kind of looks up at you
Oh, fuck me.
and then looks back
Oh.
down. The smaller figure turns around and looks up at you. She immediately starts to kind of wave. You could see her push her cloak back as she waves. You see long blonde hair kind of pour out beneath a kind of a turquoise hood. Hey, hey, you, all of you, you big strong men. She kind of glances over at Tilgrim. And little blue thingy. You strong men and little blue thingy. Just what I wanted to see. Care to help a poor and helpless woman stuck on the road, headed towards Valaki. uh, as you could probably tell, there's a troll on the bridge. This bridge has a troll. He's a troll. He has a toll. You can see her look back at the troll as the troll looks over at you. The troll nods and kind of slightly waves. He
I
So how
wave
much
back.
is
he
that
ushers
toll?
you to come closer.
Sure,
Mhm.
I'll walk closer.
Yeah, sure. I'll walk closer too.
I'll make it
Big,
a point to
strong
keep
man.
in like our pseudo like position, just like casters in the back and more tanks in the front.
Cool. I'm just gonna
Big,
throw everybody
strong
like 10 feet.
man. Oh boy.
So, youngness, what is this toll you speak of?
You kind of see the troll look up at Lucian and then look down. In the troll's hand, you could see a knife, kind of blunted and broken, but still enough blood on it to know it's been quite useful, and a large hammer. Um, he kind of just stands there looking over you. What do we have there? Travelers. Ah,
Howdy.
it's a busy day. This
Indeed.
here is it's Raven Riven Crossing, territory of Zubaju. That's me, the Zealot. I like that because Zubashu and Zealot, they rhyme. Ah, anyway, there's you know, if you're traveling south, there's a bit of a toll.
Mm-hmm. What kind of toll?
He looks you over. You can see just a massive amount of drool slowly passing from his mouth to his chin and then falling to the ground. You can see the young woman who is still kind of back turned towards you, looks on this and just kind of lets out a massive. Today it will be 50 ravens. I'm feeling
Lovely.
generous.
Huh. Well,
Oh, for the
that
lot of us?
Hmm. The troll happily nods.
Well, I have something equal of worth, and I take out 2 of the rings.
The troll looks over the rings. So, you want me to sell those to someone? He points his broken sword directly at Lucian. Does it look like me sell things to people?
Well,
Well,
it was worth a shot.
How do you have? How? Why do you want money then? How do you buy things?
What? Have you not heard of a troll bridge?
Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm sick.
Oh,
How
man,
about a goat?
this is how it works.
The troll shakes his head. The young lady turns around completely and kind of points directly at Kester. Ah, swine. Do you not know about this noble creature's birth and his right to said land? She kind of spreads her arms out across the bridge. Why, he's a bridge troll, and he uses money to trade to fair travelers in the night as they cross the bridge for, well, different items, food and other sorts of things. Isn't that right, Mr. Troll? You could see the troll just gently nodding his head while patting the young woman on the head in front of him. His hand pretty much twice to 3 times as big as her head as he just kind of leaves it there. What she said.
No disrespect, but couldn't you just sell it to those same travelers?
Don't see them.
Huh.
Don't
Oh
know
well.
if they want rings either. But you know what travelers like? They like money.
Oh.
Ravens. Kabosh.
Well.
So hand it over, or I'm gonna paint the bridge with you.
Yeah, problem with that. We have a lot of valuables, but not a lot of money. It's actually kind of strange. So, here's what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking, right? How about I give you 50 ravens worth of food instead?
You could then sell to travelers that need it.
The
Or
troll
eat it.
kind
I
of
don't know.
glances over at you and then looks behind you. Yes, yes. I'll take it. The food, that is.
Sick. Okay. That sounds right. All right. I hand off my 5 meat and 5 bread.
So as you hand it off, the troll kind of slaps your hand away and knocks all that into the water.
Ah, fuck. Okay. All right. So, what's the problem?
He looks at you. You fool. I mean the food. He points over to the goat. I'll take that.
Oh, I want you. Oh,
You can't
not
quite
all of the
give
food.
that.
Oh my God.
Why not? You said you'd give me food. It's a goat. I likes the goat.
Oh, you see about the goat. The goat is a friend of ours that got turned into a goat. That's it's a problem with that. But the food that you just knocked into the that's okay. All right. So,
Hey,
okay.
does that goat that turned into a goat not taste like a goat?
No,
Yeah, he does take the goat.
it doesn't.
No.
You ate him a little bit.
Probably tastes like cursed magic.
Never had no cursed magic. Like meat though. Mutton's decent. I guess.
Yeah. But curse magic will really like fuck you up. Like it's really painful. Okay, all right. So, oh, this is such a pain in the ass, lady. Naturally, I guess you don't have any money that you could perhaps trade with some valuables we have.
She kind of shrugs and looks at you. Actually, she begins to spryly move around each of you, kind of looking you over. Um, you note that she's looking at your weapons, armor, and anything you have out on the vicinity. She's she's insanely close, almost overreaching, moving around and just sliding back and forth. You slowly notice her, but then at times you don't.
As a note, my gun isn't out.
Okay. So she kind of stops at Sotero. Holy man. Well, boy, you don't look much older than me. Which church do you serve?
The Church of the Morning Lord.
Disgusting. She immediately moves to Lucian. Huh, you smell a little weird. You been hanging around with dead folks as of recent?
Oh, I had to bury someone. Undisclosed reasons.
Oh, that's haunting.
Oh, very, very what?
She continues looking you guys up and down, stopping over at Bennett, looking back at the troll and then back at Bennett. That's an interesting mask. I feel like I've seen that design somewhere. Doesn't your face get all sweaty?
Wait, where have you seen it from?
I don't know. Travels, I guess. She immediately kind of stops looking at Bennett and switches back to Kester. Oh, another masked man, huh? You guys
Howdy.
seem like bandits, actually. She looks back at the troll. Hey, troll, don't they seem like bandits? The troll kind of nods. They do seem a little suspicious, actually.
What makes you think we're bandits? That's just kind of rude.
She kind of stares at Kester. Take your mask off, then.
Sure.
Bandits with the
I don't.
clergyman?
Hey, you could be using him for why? Morning Lord knows
Oh,
what.
that is fine. That's very plausible, seeing as though I've met them. But we did go through some things together. I don't think they'd be using me to this extent.
You see her kind of pop up right next to Tilgrim. Hey there, short step. You seem familiar. Did we meet in Kratsk? You wouldn't know any rumors about Van Richten, would you?
Van Victim?
Richten. I'm pretty sure that starts with an R. I'm not really sure. But Van Richten. Haven't you guys heard of the legend of Van Richten? She looks back at the troll. Troll, you've heard it. The troll nods. Of course, everyone has.
Yeah, I like these two. They're nice. Anyways, no, we
Yeah,
haven't. We're new here.
New people in Barovia. She kind of looks back.
No, I don't. My memory fails me at this moment.
Screw it. She kind of she looks back at her side and pulls off a pouch and throws it at the troll. You know what? It turns out I do have that money. You said 50 ravens, right? The troll kind of nods as he grabs the pouch, looking it over. Throw in the goat.
Yeah,
We
no.
Can't
Yeah,
do that.
we can't quite throw in the goat.
I can throw in
We
some
can,
extra
but
ravens.
we can trade a sleeping bag.
You
It's
see,
something adventurers would certainly buy.
you see the young woman kind of look at the, or look at Lucy and then look back. They'll throw in a sleeping bag. I don't know what that means. I guess you can use it to sleep in. He kind of looks over.
Adventurers would certainly buy that.
I can't need a sleeping bag. Nah. You see the troll kind of look at you, almost sad, and just kind of hop off the bridge into the water.
Well, goodbye.
He kind
Did
of
he,
shouts. He shouts back up. Goodbye. You know you can hear his voice underneath the bridge.
At least he's polite.
I mean,
Yes,
it is
well.
his
As the young woman steps forward, she turns around and smiles at you. She whips out her arms, and you can see daggers as she looks you up and down. Hmm. Probably not bandits, but well, what the hell, right? Anyway, where you headed?
We're heading to, I guess, a winery kind of thing. Wizards of the Wine.
Eh,
What
the
are they?
vineyard to
Somewhere
the
east.
southeast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Speaking of, who are you?
who am I? Name's Cassandra Claremont. I. It's hard to say, but I guess I'll just. I'm a vampire hunter. In training.
Ooh.
Uh, she kind of looks around, kind of haphazardly. You see, I'm kind of new here, kind of not. I've been here for a few months. I'm hunting down Van Richten. He's a
Mm.
legendary vampire slayer, you know? Strahd's ultimate nemesis. That's at least what the books say. I haven't seen him or heard anything. I was holed up in Valaki for a time, hearing stories and everything, but nothing. Decided I'd come out west west and nothing. Haven't picked up anything. Went over the Kretsk, couldn't find anything. Not like they'd let me in anyway. And here we are. I was headed back to the east when, well, I ran into the troll.
Splendid. Perhaps we could help you on your search for Van Richten.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm.
Oh, I didn't catch
What do you say? What do you say?
She looks
Mm.
you up and down. Well, I'm headed to Valaki. It's a little south and then to the east. If you're headed that way, I'd love the company, but that's where most of my stuff is holed up. Or at least it was before I got out of there.
Unfortunately, I believe we have other business to attend to.
Oh,
We
that
could catch
sucks.
up with you.
Would we be more than willing to give you a hand, young lady?
Oh, I mean, I guess we could travel to the end of the forest together. That wouldn't be so bad. She
Good.
turns to the party before kind of picking up her stuff and begins moving. You guys really never heard of Van Richten? Huh.
Once
The
again, we're
name's
new.
familiar, not much else.
Hmm. Well,
So with
I've
that,
only
you
heard of a
begin.
man named Richter, but
Mm. Uh, with that, she kind of smiles and kind of aimlessly starts to the south. You cross the bridge fully, putting it behind you. You know that the bridge, there's just a bit of kind of forest right after that the pathway kind of diverges into. It's pretty dark. You note that the cold, crisp air kind of suffocates you almost inside of it as you slowly pass through. Um, you notice Cassandra kind of looking around. She pulls a torch out as it's slowly starting to darken within the forest walls. You don't notice any light getting through. Whew, dark. She immediately kind of backs up a bit so that the light kind of hits everybody in the party as she kind of slowly walks with you through. Be careful coming around these parts, especially at night. The forest starts to sing to you. Oof.
oh, that sounds
can
terrifying.
can we do a dark you can see?
Yeah, you could see dim light. What light is slowly coming through is illuminated twice as bright because of the torch. You just know the thickening of trees again, twisted and just gnarled. They look sick. You notice that most of them are dead or leaves are dying as you pass through this kind of area. You hear Cassandra's voice. Well, we're about 10 minutes out, so don't hold your breath as you slowly pass through this foresty area.
As this is going on, I whisper to Bennett, we aren't entering Malachi.
We aren't, but it's along the way. It's better to travel in a group than nothing.
Okay. And I just continue on.
Okay. So you travel for well, you've traveled for 30 minutes, and combined with this, you've traveled another about 25 to 30 more. So you've been out for about an hour now. Beyond the forest, you know, Cassandra kind of almost cutting through parts of a thicket to kind of move out. She kind of pushes herself through an area and kind of waves to you. Come on! You see the torch kind of waving as she slowly passes through and out. Ah, finally, fresh air. She mutters to herself. Coming out of the thicket, you all note that she starts to put her torch out and look around. Well, back to the signpost. You sit around a small bend of trees. You can see a path going to the north, a path leading east, but then converging down to the south. She stands at the crossroads of the path leading down to the south. She kind of points at the sign. You see a large, heavy wooden sign, an arrow pointing directly to the east. It says Valaki, with a twisted, gnarled sign kind of scraped in, almost as if someone put it up themselves, hanging below it. That points to an eastern kind of southern direction that says the swamps of Bress. And then underneath it, a normal sign again pointing to the west that says the Wizard of the Wine. And underneath that, again, you see small etchings of something from the distance you can't quite see exactly.
I want to
When
get
was
closer and try to read it.
So, as those of you who kind of close into it, you can see scribbled underneath the Wizard of the Wine in just almost claw marks, it says, Yester, ill. You're not sure exactly what that means, but you make out at least Yester and at least ill. It kind of just, hits you as strange.
Uh, uh, Lucian,
Miss, do you
didn't
know what this means here?
You can see Cassandra kind of look at Lucian and look back at Kester, and then look back at Lucian. Uh, the the sign, she kind of investigated. Oh, yeah, Yester Hill. It's below the winery. Probably I don't know, 5-6 miles south of the vineyard. It's I don't know. It's a big hill. Uh, there are rocks everywhere, and I yeah, I know of it. I've never been. Um, seems abandoned. She
lovely.
kind of shrugs. Anyway, I'm headed east. You gotta take care. Hey, next time we meet, you owe me 50 ravens actually.
Yeah, sure.
I'll just go make it 40 as I just
Yeah,
toss
fair is
a
fair.
pouch full of 10 ravens at her.
You note she grabs it as quick as she winks back at Bennett. Ah, I like a man who keeps up with a lady's taste. She kind of ties it to her side as she begins to walk towards the east.
Oh,
What's that?
Well, he faded into oblivion.
Did
That's
indeed.
rough. But like, wasn't the instructions to go south?
Notably enough, you did indeed go south.
Oh, I thought you meant like here. Yeah,
hello,
anyways, never mind.
hello,
Hi.
testing,
Hello,
I
hello,
hear ya.
hello.
Hi.
Did you guys hear what I said?
Nope.
No.
No.
You faded.
What I said was I attempt to stop her and I flick her one of the rings and say that.
She turns to you and grabs a ring as she smiles and looks back at Lucian. Huh. Thanks, handsome. Uh, a girl does like a ring. You could see her slide the ring on and kind of look at it. Hmm. Fits too. She winks at you as she continues to walk. She kind of waves her hand back. Don't worry. I guess you'll all have time to buy me trinkets eventually. She looks back at the young gnome with the party and winks. Even you too, cutie. And she continues to walk.
Boy,
You
oh
could see her
boy.
kind of fading as she gets to a forest bend. As she leaves your sight, you're still at the crossroads. Do you follow her to the east or do you head to the west?
Head to the
well.
To
west.
the west, I believe.
Okay. So with that, what's that? Read about what dude at this point? Van Richten? Actually,
Yeah, I'm just asking because
yeah, so, I mean, just flat out. So, you should have basic information about him if you lived in, um, Barovia. So you would. I'll just send it to you.
All right, cool.
I'll send basic information to I think Bennett as well.
Testing 1 2.
We can
Hello.
Hello, testing.
We
Hello?
can hear you, Houston.
Okay,
Audible.
okay.
Splendid.
The middle
Splendid.
up in Discord.
Yo, I just had a thought.
Yo.
Can I hop on the goat?
Yo, what the heck?
Yes, you actually are small enough to hop on the goat.
We just have a gnome riding a goat. This is fantastic.
You're going in the attractions, I tell you what.
I mean, he would have to let you ride him.
I mean, yeah, Zalp has to consent.
Is that a yes?
One yes, two no. Keep to that system.
Okay.
That's a yes.
Aha!
Can I ju-
So yes, Exalt is okay with you riding him.
Oh, okay. I simply just, I sat like a on a broom, sit on the goat and just open a book and read.
Lovely. So as you continue heading to the west, sooner or later you begin to come across more clearings. You note going into the west, the snow almost immediately ends as you cross into a region that is incredibly bubbly and hot. It's almost as if in this land, as you noted, for the last few hours, that as you come in and out of the forest, the climate and everything around you seems to change almost into a completely different sight, going from lush, open, bright forest to cold, icy, just snowlands to dark, foreboding and dead treed, just arenas, and now exiting out to a very moist and wet, swampy kind of southern trip as you slowly slink your way south and then west again. The increase of weather starts to have bugs slowly start just buzzing around you. You note the trees start to change too. They become more vicious looking, more foreboding, almost as if they're looking back at you as you slowly go down the southern path. Almost immediately, the path just stops and opens up. You've traveled for probably an hour fully. Um, and after a full hour of just walking through thickets and pathways, you find yourselves somewhat tired, not exhausted, but somewhat a little strained as you kind of look onward. Um, After half a mile of travel, you note that the trail becomes muddy. It starts to meander through the woods. It slowly lowers deeper and deeper south, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing just a mist-shrouded meadow. And in this meadow, you can just clearly see in front of you what looks to be some sort of stone building. I'm going in. Just kind of down and off this beaten pathed road. Um, you can feel a light drizzle begin to fall. It's quite warm. You'd say that the temperature probably rose 20 to 30 degrees almost instantaneously, but you have no recollection of what it felt like before. You could see unpainted fences blindly follow this trail, which skirts kind of to the north, sprawling into this vineyard before bending south towards a stately building. Uh, you can see the fog take on ghostly forms, kind of swirling and beating as you almost see shadows and hear whispers coming from it. Um, you could see neatly tended rows of grapevines as you slowly approach more to the south and to the west. Here and there, you see rope-handled half barrels used for hauling grapes, kind of just torn up and spread out amongst these fields. It doesn't seem like anybody's been tending to these grapes in quite some time. But strangely enough, as you slowly walk into this area of the vineyard and look about, you just see a few trees here and there. But there's two things you noticed. One is the utter silence of the entire area. There's almost no sound at all. And two is the enormous amount of ravens surrounding you. At first, you saw one or two, maybe a few streaking across the sky, but now as you kind of stand at the front looking into this vineyard, you see at least a dozen ravens or more just kind of perched and looking at you, staring at your party intently, not making any type of sound, just all quietly looking over at you as if they were waiting for you.
Part two?
Are there any like
Are we
signs?
gonna have this shit back to back?
There are no signs other than one sign that specifically points out you were at the Wizards of the Wine.
Don't tell me that everyone here is dead too.
From a tree line, you note a dark figure wearing a cloak and cowl standing at the edge of a group of trees. They beckon to you. You could see that he stands with a few other figures nearby. You see 9 figures underneath thick trees, surrounded by ravens on all sides. You also notice, again, those infesting the trees are quietly looking again in your direction, staring intently at you.
No, don't tell me these are more cultists. Why? Why? Why is it everywhere we go?
They're
God,
they're
can't we just
beckoning
do
us.
a normal mission?
The figure is beckoning to you. From the distance you're at, you can't really make out anything about them other than they're all wearing dark cloaks.
I guess I'm gonna head forward cautiously.
I'll
Same
do the
here.
same.
So they stare back at your party. As you approach, they sorry, hold on. Let me just check something really quickly. Huh. Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. So as you approach, you can see clearly that they don't seem to mean harm. You can see them. Yes, yes, come, come, come. You hear a older man's voice kind of beckoning to you. Come, come. Uh, what have we here?
Odie, we're here for alcohol.
Specifically, requested alcohol from kind of nudge against Esther. What was the name of that town again?
Caress.
What was it? Trouse?
You can see the older gentleman scar on his eye looking at you through the blindness of it, just kind of staring you up and down. You can see the eye move. Huh. Yes, yes. Oh, of course. Where are you coming from?
Cross? Cross?
Crest.
Crest.
Correct.
Indeed. Well, greetings, strangers. Normally, I would ignore such a group. But today, he looks up to the drizzle coming down, the sky lifeless above him. Today it seems the Marlikov clan looks to be in your debt. He kind of chuckles a bit, going into a cough. After dryly coughing, he looks you over. You're probably gonna die, though. You could see a figure behind him kind of put a hand on his shoulder and nod. Papa, don't tell them such things. See what they have to say before you celebrate their death. You can see the old man look back at the figure and back at the rest of you. My son, I'm sorry about that. It's just that, well, you just look like you're gonna die.
Okay. Sick.
That's
I thought
sure.
you were gonna kill me. That would have been disastrous.
Oh no, not at all. We are the Mardikovs. I am Davion. This boy next to me, Adrian's my son. We have no ill will towards you. We run this here vineyard, or at least we did until, well, we're having a bit of a problem today.
What
Oh?
kind of
Kind of
problem?
problem.
What seems to be the issue?
Well, you see, we. It's embarrassing. It's a bit embarrassing. Well, keep your voices down. We're most likely being spied on. You see, beyond the vineyard, the winer over there. He points out the stately-looking building to your south. The Wizard of the Wine has been in the Mardukov and the Kretskov family for generations, inherited from a relative. Powerful wizard, mind you. I hate to prattle on, but you see, this place was built upon a wizard's magic. And was inspired by the beauty of the land, the wizard infused his powers into the earth. He created these, I don't know, gems, magical crystals, whatever they were, and fitted them into the dirt surrounding this place.
Mhm.
For some reason, whatever touched the dirt after the crystals were embedded created, well, some of the greatest wine that's ever come out of this little hamlet of Barovia. And because of that, well, passing that down generationally, the Mardukovs made quite a killing on the wine. It is delicious. On the downside, 3 months ago, we were paid. Uh, Druids came to pay us a visit. They stole one of the gems, brought it back to the south, Yester Hill, running off. Heart of the Wild, the name of the gem, talking about it's going to revive some ancient god of theirs. Stopped the production of one of our best brews, killed a few of our kin. Ravens be praised, at least we lived and the little one's still here. You could see him point out two children standing behind a young woman keeping them guard. We have nowhere else to go. We remain. Uh, I guess I should get to the point. After the druids left about a month ago, we were visited by some old hag and monstrous scarecrows. They ripped the place apart in the front. We just got it repaired actually a month or two back. Well, after the whole thing settled down. The hag took another one of the gemstones, the heart of the valley, and that left us with pretty much, well, the one producing the weakest of all our wines, but still producing it until yesterday. Uh, Yesterday, the druids came back, and, well, that's why we're out here, because we've been spying on the place since, well, daybreak, and those druids haven't come out yet. We're not sure why they're here, but they already have the gemstone. I can't imagine they want the other one. Then again, I don't know where it is, so we probably couldn't be of any help. I wonder. You said you're here for the wine. If you want it, well, it's right inside. Feel free. He kind of gives you a gnarled smile, as if, you know, making a business deals without actually saying it. Our home, our wine, our grapes, our gemstones. It's quite the dilemma. Again, we're merely just peasants. We make wine for a living. My sons don't know how to swing swords. Perhaps you can see what those druids are up to? I mean, if not, there's always us walking to Kresk and seeing what they say.
As I'm writing in my logbook, what he's saying. What was that last gem called?
Valley, Hearts of the Valley. There's Hearts of the Wild, Hearts of the Valley. What's the other one called? The one no one could find. You see his son kind of look around. I'm not sure, Father. Anyway, apologies. My father rattles on. Your weapons, your armor. Could you help us?
Yeah. I
We'll see
guess
what we can
could
do.
do that.
On my chest. We'd certainly be willing.
So you've been spying on them and they haven't done anything, or you don't know. Is that
Well,
correct?
and again, keep your voice down, but they're druids, so they're everywhere.
Lovely.
At any point in time, they could send those spawns, those blights, anywhere, through the ground, through the bushes, the shrubs, the trees. Ugh, I hate druids. I tell you, I hate them more than, well, the Vistani. But that's a different story. Anyway,
He
see
said
what you
the
can do.
he said the heart of the valley was stolen by a hag with crows.
Not the crows. Mm, Scarecrows. The creatures that keep the ravens at bay.
Oh,
Walked right on 2 feet, 2 legs into here and snatched it out. Killed 3 of ours, 2 younglings.
And these druids right here are the same ones that stole the first one?
From Yester Hill, doing some ritual ever since about a month ago.
Oh, and Yesterhill. Okay. And these ones here came for the last one, correct?
Couldn't tell you. Again, yesterday they just broke in. We managed to get out of one of the upper floors without them really seeing us, but they've been ransacking the place for a full day now.
Alright.
Still in there?
Right.
They haven't left. I can hear the shambling going about. They're definitely still there.
Do you have anything that you might consider valuable in there that they might be searching for?
You could see the sun look up. No, a printing press for the labels. Um, we have a horse and carriage for the deliveries. I couldn't see why they would want that. There's still a few barrels of wine in the basements and throughout. The vats are still needing to be mixed. I can't see what they would want with any of that. They didn't take any alcohol before. Mm, other than that crystal, and we're telling you the truth when we say we have no idea where it is. We can't think of a reason they would be in there.
Splendid. Real quick, you think
Right.
you could get like your hands on the carriage for us? Because we're not very good at negotiating things. We'll definitely pay for it.
You could see the older Marvikov kind of scoff. Is this time for making deals?
Well, not really, but just give it some thought while we handle your problem.
You don't have to handle my problem if it means making deals with people who hide themselves away. He kind of turns back to his family and looks at them while looking forward. Make your choice, travelers. We Marvikovs
Yeah.
are a proud bunch.
Yeah, we'll definitely take care of this. It's fine. It's
We'll
whatever.
help you.
Like, why? Why the
I
face
would be
thing?
glad to lend our assistance.
I happen to be a friend of Irwin, so it's a good time to pay off some debt.
So as you're saying that, you could see the older Mardukov scoff again. That name in my presence. No. In fact, I don't want your help. Leave us, he says as he turns and walks back towards the group. With that said, you can hear just a loud shambling, if you will, or a loud just hearkening and din of crows all in the trees. You can hear the ravens and whatnot cawing loudly overhead. You can hear the older Mardukov get a little louder from a whispering, ah, yes, deuce, as the ravens quiet down. You could see his son just kind of holding him, father. Let us speak of this at later times. My father meant nothing by it. Our apologies. Our brother has not spoken to us in quite some time. It's good that you, or we find him in good partings, good tidings. But now's not exactly the best time. Do what you can. And with that, he kind of points out the vineyard in front of you. Let me pull back a bit. Well lit, albeit the drizzle overhead. Adrian,
Oh,
by the way.
I wanna ask you if there's a good place to enter the house.
Notably enough, that's the vineyard with crows. Real quick, pointing out the ravens. In these little raven figures, there's about 4 ravens in each. Just so you're aware, they're swarms.
Oh wow.
Oh God.
That being said, or notably enough, I noticed also that I forgot to put this. Can I move this here? Does that work? That's not going to move. Okay, it's not going to move. Hold on, I got to do something stupid real quick just to wrap up. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Oh. Did he answer me or?
No, not yet. I was just moving something. Would
Okay.
you ask? I'm sorry.
Ask him if there's a good place to enter the house from.
Poof. There we
Because
go.
I'm sure the front entrance wouldn't exactly be a tact idea.
You can see him wave you off. His son kind of nods. There's the service supply, where we keep the wagon and the horses by the stable. You'll find that to your left. going directly south. That should be wide open. You should get a fair view of the second floor, but it will lead you into either the vats area if you go directly in, or you can go around to see just the stable. There's also well, no, that door is locked, but there's a large door to the right. It's where we hold just anything getting shipped or turned in the vats, so that should lead you directly in. Hmm. Come to think of it, other than that, I can't really think of any other ways you would be getting in. Um, hmm. No, again, the supply entrance or the main wall. Ah, come to think of it, here, you could see him hold up a key ring with two keys on it. The front door is actually locked, but I still have my keys on me.
And I'll accept the keys.
Hmm. You're doing us a great service. Please don't mind my father. Things are tense between him and my brother, but he means well, and this is this is the only thing we have. Truly, this is the Mardukov family legacy. You might think it's foolish, but we would fight if we could.
I pat him on the shoulder. No, lad. Having something to stand for isn't something to be ashamed about.
I appreciate that. So we're gonna end the session here.
Okay.
Wait, did I uncover anything while reading the book?
You did not uncover anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. You make note that the book has a resurrection spell in it. The requirements of the spell are as listed: a diamond of 1,000 ravens worth to be consumed upon usage. You note that the inscription is notably enough in a language that you understand, but it's not a common language. You're not so sure how you understand it, but you do have some sort of understanding of the spell. Uh, Based on even holding said diamond, it does state clearly that the spell has a chance to fail. Other than that, it's just going about how one would find said diamond for such a ritual.
Did I learn anything from reading the book Bennett gave me?
What book did Bennett give you?
The yellow spell book.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
House.
Quick, what's your class again? You're a wizard, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, give me a sec. That's a little farther back. That sucks. I didn't list what was in the book already.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I'm asking. Did I not list what was in the book
Yellow,
originally?
the yellow one.
I don't
Yeah, the
believe
yellow
so.
one.
No.
Cool. I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions. Where did we find said book?
We
Found it in the basement of the Durst Manor.
Where specifically?
The ghouls inside the lock chest.
Inside the lock chest. All right, cool. I
In a
just gotta
master
get.
bedroom.
All right. Here we go. So inside the yellow leather cover, you note specifically, there are level 1 and level 2 spells. You can see a spell written on the first page that says Disguise Self. You see another spell that says Identify. You see another spell that says Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Protection from Evil and Good. Listed underneath the second level spells, you see Dark Vision, Hold Person, Invisibility, and Magic Weapon.
Wait. Okay. Could you? Let me write all.
What was the last name of the people we're helping?
The Martikovs. Martikov. Martikov.
Artikov.
Martikov. I'll write it down for you.
Okay. What spells are there again?
Probably write that down for you too. Real
Oh,
quick.
okay.
So the family is Martikov. You also met the Burgermeister of Kretsk, which is that.
Burger Master.
So just keep that in mind, because clans are actually a thing. Spells. Level 1 spells was Disguise Self, Identify, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Protection from Evil and Good, Dark Vision, Hold Person, Invisibility,
Ooh, nice.
and Magic Weapon.
Okay.
Cool. Please
Cool.
note, as of now, at this point, you are all level 3. Tilgrim is level 2.
Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, cool.
Right?
Oh,
Level
yeah.
up.
Oh, I get to choose. Okay, cool.
Wait.
Hey, it's up last now.
So the goat levels up too?
The goat does technically level up, yes.
Cool. Look at that. Your horns are longer. Let's go.
Oh my god.
I wanted to know what did the book hint about what would happen if the spell were to fail, or would I have to continue reading?
If the spell were to fail, it doesn't point out other than it could fail. You would have to continue reading. That said, please note this ends milestones, so you are going to have to start tracking experience points.
Oh, I'm doing that right now.
Right.
Okay, so should I roll right now? Or...
We could roll when we come back. Well, it's up to you. I guess you could do it now if you want to roll for health and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll now.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just you just roll in d6. Or do you add your con, right?
D6 plus con mod.
Yeah, so whatever you're against, yeah, it's a d6 for you, so plus con.
Oh, all right.
If you low roller than average, you can take the average. That's completely fine.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
Wait, I rolled an
rolled
average.
the average. I rolled the average, so I think.
Rolled a 10, and 10 plus 3.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. Woo!
Okay. So I now know these spells. Okay, Jackson, I got a quick question for you.
Hold on. Zay, where'd you roll?
The app.
Oh, don't use the app. Roll here. It's like the whole point of me doing it with you.
Okay, when we roll just a hit die and
Nah, you could leave it, but from now on, just roll here so I can actually see it.
Okay, noted, got it.
a hit die and add our Constitution modifier, correct?
Yeah, you're gonna use that your con mod plus your hit die.
Are we full health from this level up?
Yeah, you're automatically full health when you level. I figured that would just be a benefit.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. So I have plus 8. Let's see what's lower than average.
Also, make sure you're checking for any things you pick up, because 3, I believe, starts unlocking a few things.
Yep.
I think like 3, 5 are the 2 kind of starting to unlock levels.
Jay, quick question real quick. Okay, so in the spell list, right? I can hold a lot of spells. Should I just should I just have like in my spells no?
So the way your spell book works, so the way your spell book works is it's a literal book, like quite literally. So whatever you have, so every long rest you're gonna be asked to check your book, and you're gonna have to manage it. So you only have up to the amount of spells you can keep in said book, which is determined by your spell slots. So how many spell slots do you have for each level? Like, is it listed on your sheet?
+2. They don't.
Oh
two
wait,
spells.
I thought no, because I know 6.
Yeah.
I know 6 spells.
You gain
Yeah,
2 extra
I can
spells
see. So you're gonna gain 2 extra spells.
per
But-
level up.
So how many?
Or if you see another scroll, you can copy it down, add to your spell list.
Oh wait, are you asking like how many? Okay, how many have?
So here's what I'm asking. So if you want to copy a spell down, that's going to take a long rest determining on the spell's level. There's other things involved. If you are going to cast a spell, it requires your spell book. If you don't have your spell book, you cannot cast the spell. Just so you're aware. Please pay attention to that. That matters a lot. Just like anybody with a weapon, if your weapon is gone, it's going to be real hard to punch. Um, so that said, you can use up to your spell slottage. However, it's whatever you have in your book. So how many spell slots do you have specifically?
Right now I have three first level.
Okay. So if you have 3 first level spell slots, anything written down in your book, right? I'm going to put that you have 3 spell slots for you because, well, I'm bored. Anything written down in the book for you, you can use. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Right? As long as it's prepared. So you have to basically have prepared spells. So every morning with your spell book, you're going to prepare spells, and you're going to tell me what spells are prepared, and then you're going to use those spells. That's it.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, it's not really a complication as much as keep track of your spell book. You're a wizard.
okay, and I can prepare. Let's see. So I can prepare 5 spells then, right? Because it's a spell level plus my efficiency.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I choose that now or?
Yeah, go ahead and pick that so you know exactly what you're going with. We'll just
Okay.
kind of imagine that this is just going to be your first loadout, so you're kind of just sitting there. And we can also imagine you were doing this while you were riding on the goat.
Okay. Okay, cool.
All right, Mr. J, actually, do I have to tell you now, or you'll see it when I update my character sheet?
Hold on, I'm confused real quick. You could either tell me now, but you're gonna want to update your character sheet. So when I'm looking
Character
over
sheet,
things,
regardless. I just want to know if you want me to tell you now, or you'll just get to it when you see my character sheet.
what do you, I mean, you could tell me, dude. It's not a yeah. Just
All
go
right,
ahead.
so my new health is 25.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that anyway. Let's do that. So
My health is 25. Let me look quick. On
cool. So
cleric 5e. Okay.
So, so things that I need to know if improves ever, just so everybody's aware. I just need to know if your AC ever improves or your passive perception, because those things I'm tracking at all times. Real quick, let's just go down the line. What's Kester's health?
20. It's 20.
Cool, look at you. You
Total.
guys are almost people. What is Jotun's health?
You.
I just heard a noise.
30.
Thank you. You're almost 2 people.
Hmm.
Vimik's dead. Yes, we're killing Vimik off. Yeah, we're killing Vimik off. Exalt.
25.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you have 8 health now. Congrats. Keep that actual number. I'll put it back when I
Okay.
have. Lucian has
38.
38. Okay. Tilgrim.
10.
Okay. And Bennett.
23.
Oh wow. Okay. So, you stand in front of the Mardikov's legacy, the Wizards of the Wine. Next session, you will you'll get to deal with some druids, and well, you'll find probably that you're not a big fan of nature.
Oh,
Wait,
sweet.
wait, question. Wait, no, result is. Wait a second.
Is what happened? Here,
There's also ranger, so I guess he probably love nature.
No, not after we get done with this shit.
Not after it gets attacked. Not after it starts attacking you.
Pretty much.
right?
Okay, Jackson. Just to
Man, I love animals. Gets mauled by a bear.
You know what?
Jackson,
I think I'm gonna start burning down forests now. Fuck Yogi.
Deforestation, my middle name.
Yo, chill, bro.
Alright, sorry, Zion.
All right. Just to be sure, make sure I understand. The spell list on the sheets, that's for prepared spells.
Yo, is there a reason you posted that like wild list?
Oh no,
Oh my
so everybody
goodness.
knows. So everybody knows to keep track of the stuff.
Oh, cool.
I mean, hey, maybe pin that or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't pin stuff.
I got it. Real quick, Zion. Just looking over. I see your cantrips. So I see Earth Tremor, Find Familiar, Ice Knife, Mage Armor. Am I looking at the right character? Mage Armor,
No, yeah, you are. These are the 6 spells I chose.
Burning Hands. So you pretty much just picked all the same stuff that Bennett has. Okay, cool. That works actually. Let me.
Uh,
Nah, not
no.
really.
This
No
already it's
Burning
been
Hands,
there.
Kale. Yeah,
This is
you're
before
right.
I changed it.
Nah, it's all
So
the.
this
I'm
would
just.
be
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, I was saying this would be where prepared spell, right?
Yeah. So just you always put your prepared spells just on the spell list. If you
Okay.
have, no matter what spells you have, just always keep it prepared only. Because if I look at a list of 1,000,000 spells and you start using 1,000,000 others, but yeah, just keep the stuff you know.
Okay.
Then we have. Cool. Um, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's right. Spell slots on long rest, not short. Rough.
Mm,
Wait, I'm missing a spell.
That's not good.
I wanted to ask, do we gain our spell slots back from the level up or no?
No, he said no. You get additional ones, not the.
Yeah, you don't gain them back. You only gain your slots back on a long rest. Like that's literally the only way you're getting them back.
Well, that's two second level spell slots and another first level.
I mean, there's a fair reason for that, but I mean, honestly, just outside the rules is written, there's a pretty natural reason for it. Would you say, Carl?
Two first level spells. I got one first level spell slot addition, so now I have 4 first level spell slots and 2 second level spell slots.
Okay, just keep track of them. Don't weird your spells out, because I'll slowly be looking them over as you cast things for the fun of it. Let's see. Do I have to clean up anything? Ah, you guys are pretty much yeah, you're pretty much underway.
I just kind of want to show.
We get feats at level like 4, right?
Yes.
You'll pick a feat or a attribute.
Yeah, I'll go with the feat.
Shadow Blade. Anyways, so now
Oh, sorry about that. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, we're done with this. Oh wait, is this not in the whole thing? Oh, we might not be done with this. Yep. I guess we'll just start here next time because that's kind of important.
so
Oh boy, this is unfortunate. I forgot about that.
Well, or is that a next time thing?
It's not really a big deal. It's just positioning thing. Um, yeah, you'll be fine. We'll go over it next time. It's not really something to go over. It's just something that could happen that I didn't think about. Let's see. Other than that, yeah, just track your stuff. I'll ask you before we start the next session what's going on if you have any changes. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm just gonna sit here and do my little thing where I hit buttons and update things.
okay.
Sadly, this was a very info dumpy session, mainly because, well, it's always kind of how the first one's gonna work out after, well, you just finished a dungeon, so.
Yeah.
But hey, look at you! You're about to throw yourselves at some druids, so you know.
That sounds fun.
Jay, quick question. How would you rule like silent image? Like, okay, if I was to read it out, basically you create an image. It's only visible 15 foot cube. Like, how far can you stretch this?
So it's not a rule of how far can the image work. It
All right. So, this may be a bit more abrupt than usual, but I'm gonna stop my stream right here. Usually, I would stream for like I guess say 30, probably 40 minutes after the initial session is done. But I think this time, I think it'd be better if I were to just cut it off, and so it's I guess quicker to move on to some other stuff. I guess it kind of spares you guys some of the stuff that's not D&D, and also shortens up the stream a bit. So I'm not really against it. Also, my internet lately has been crappy, so I don't want to drag this on for too long for you guys to experience a really laggy stream. Hell, my voice is probably coming out really laggy for some reason or super late. But I guess what can we play? What can we play? Who can we raid? I know a streamer by the name of Nicotine. I could probably drop you guys off there and then immediately disappear. So well, I don't know her, but I watched her for a bit. She's cool. So let me get the raid command ready and hold on. TINE. Alright. So we're gonna go raid her to finish up the stream. So thank you all for watching. We're going to see you on Wednesday when we continue and head into the house that has been raided and desecrated at this point. So we're gonna have to see what we got. See you guys later.
God, I feel
I'm
like
immediately going. How did you trick?
I don't know. Oh my God! Look, there's an enormous dog robot. Nope, we're going this way. Nope. We're not going there. That sucks. This way. Let's go around. Let's just go around. I don't want to fight it.
Where's it's an enormous one?
It's a huge one. It's so big. I don't like it.
Oh, hey, I see you.
I was about to say, did I run into internet issues?
No, no. I am just silently adding all of the new spells that I just got.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, let me fuck around with that because I know there's I feel like I want to get rid of Chaos Bolt.
Man, I'm definitely gonna get rid of some spells. Oh god.
Honestly, I'm
Alright,
still
so
shocked that you went for like a full support role, or at least like
not
really a support role, more like a defensive, I guess.
Man, individual experience is gonna be rough.
No, that's not. That's just kind of how it is. I believe that when you said individual experience, you just get everybody gets what 300 or so, or just
Yeah,
a random.
everyone gets the same amount. It's just like if you're a character that's been introduced after, you would have to add that to your own experience.
Yeah, so you're pretty much gonna track it on your own because I'm not tracking your experience. That's stupid.
Oh! I thought you meant like everyone for each individual enemy. Everyone gets their own experience. Like if you don't, like if you didn't get a chance to kill something in that fight, you don't get any experience.
No,
that's not fair to the clerics.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cooperative, and yeah, the clerics would never level at that point.
Okay.
That's how you start a fight. That's not
Yeah,
how
that's
you
the other
run a
thing.
campaign.
So no, when
then
something
then the barbarian just the
Yeah.
boss of the party, or you die.
when things die, the only benefit that person would get is if they're close enough, they can probably loot the corpse within the turn. The only other thing is if you kill certain things specifically, or how or why you would get inspiration and other things based on that. But yeah, no, you're not gonna play. Experience would be weird if you're fighting for it, because then you're gonna try to kill things without helping